So, I know my music is sounding a little weird right now, and I apologize for that. I can't really fix it in the middle of the stream without, like, risking more. It's not weird enough that I need to fix it midstream for what it is. So that's how that's going. But hello. Oh no, it's just like completely silent. That's great. Today we will be going back to investigations. Hopefully not finally, but finishing the first case. Is that what they should be called? Cases? We're not really doing. I mean, I guess we haven't even gotten like the first investigation. That's actually, yeah, that's what it is. I'm stupid. Don't mind me. But yes, we'll be finishing that. It's supposed to take like an hour and a half to finish the first one, and I spent 2 hours on the first half. So that's not very good. But alas, we shall move onward. We shall continue. Okay, I'm gonna move my screen. I also forgot to re-download my, what are they called again? My transition. I forget what the type of transition is called, but that transition thingy. But yes, we'll be going back. Oh no, now I'm panicking, thinking I forgot everyone's voice. Some people might have voices that are not right. How's the audio on the window capture right now? I think it's pretty good. No one's complaining, so I think we're good. If it's wrong and someone noticed in the VOD or later, I'm so sorry. I believe I should click continue and not load. Okay. Yes, we are just in the hallway now. Yippee! I think I know who did it. I mean, there's not many people for who did it, you know, so it's kind of, I don't know, I feel like it's like kind of obvious who did it. Cause it's like, okay, let's be realistic. Jokes aside, I don't think this guy here did it. I don't think he did anything. And Maggie has been accused of murder how many times? So I don't know. I don't think it's Maggie. I don't think it's Gumshoe. And we don't really have many people left over for it to be. Unless they're gonna pull someone out, but that's bad murder mystery writing, you know, so. We shall see. Okay. March 14th, 4:18 a.m. Oh yeah, we're still doing this buck-ass in the morning. It's not even 5 a.m. yet. Prosecutor's building, 12th floor hallway. Oh, no, I had the voice I was doing for Gumshoe in my head. And now it's supposed to come out of my mouth, and now I forgot. What's with this prosecutor? That prosecutor, I can't believe how rude he was. That was unbelievable. Please maintain your professionalism, detective. I will start calling you by your first name, but not as your first name. Now shut up. I'm gonna find some real solid evidence proving Maggie's innocence. You'll see, sir. You've arrested Maggie how many times? I don't really want to hear it from you. Frankly, Gumshoe, I don't. But we've been kicked out of the crime scene, sir. True. So then what now? Looks like my life's fallen into yet another gigantic ditch. That's what I meant to say. Do not despair, Miss Bird. We can overcome this as well. There are many other places and things we should be looking into anyway. Really, sir? For example, this hallway. You see, the murderer had to get into my office somehow. And if anything, this will just reveal they came through the window. on the 12th floor. 12th-story window. That wouldn't be the most absurd for Ace Attorney. The linchpin. The linchpin of his argument against Miss Bird is related to this master key. In that case, this hallway is the perfect place to look for more information regarding the mystery surrounding my door. Like, did they come from the window? Okay. Yes. Okay, so it is confirmed. The 12th floor. Gumshoe is still following. Oh, there he is! My favorite. Oh, what does the world's best prosecutor have to say to us? What do you have to say? Looks like you're. No, that's not. No, that's the voice I was doing for Gumshoe, and that just sounds like I'm imitating someone. It looks like you're in quite the pinch, Mr. Edgeworth. To be sure, a murder within the walls of this prosecutor's office is no trifling matter. You must find, apprehend, and punish the killer accordingly post-haste. Sounds like a messy case you got in your hands. If you ever feel lost or need some advice, my door is always open. How gracious, I will keep that offer in mind. Who is this guy again? Yeah, So it's not even just... If you're that bad of a prosecutor, it's not that it's like, oh... I'm gonna mix up your name with something similar. No, I'm just gonna completely forget who you are. What does this basketball have to... Can I click on the basketball? Oh shoot, how do I... Can I not click on the basketball? I don't want to talk to you. Gumshoe, I really... Oh, there we go. I remember how to do that. What is a basketball doing here? That's Mr. Portsmouth's prized possession, sir. I heard he also plays soccer, dodgeball, and even tennis. And not a single one of those sports is suitable to be played in a hallway. In a government facility. Oh, there is a basketball hoop here. What is a basketball hoop doing here? Hey, didn't this used to be just outside next to the building a long time ago? So when and why was it moved indoors? Okay, so it wasn't there, like, when we were back. It's recently just gotten here. I don't remember exactly, but I saw one of the officers drag it up here recently. Drag it? I mean, it's giant. I don't see how else. I heard it wouldn't fit in the elevator, so the poor guy had to bring it himself. All the way up to the 12th floor. Because we don't walk all the way up to the 12th floor, you know. Oh, there's something under there. Oh wait, is that the case file? It's the case file, isn't it? I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Yeah, well, congrats, here's what the thief stole. It's... Ah, isn't that the missing all-series file, sir? No doubt about it. The bloody letters mark it clear as day. There's the S and part of the H. There we go. There's sh in the shoe. There seems to be a few pages missing. So, whoever the thief is has some connection to this case, I assume? Probably, I forgot the guy's name that has the basketball hoop, but I think he's definitely the murderer. But yeah, he could not be the thief. But I feel like whoever the thief is has some connection to this case. Possibly being the murderer. And was able... like, there's some loose end where the Ace Attorney Judge is being the Ace Attorney Judge. So, they don't want people to look at these case files. Our thief only took what was necessary and left the rest behind. So what are these old files about, sir? I guess they got something worth stealing in them, huh? Not particularly. It's just a collection of court case files. However, yeah, what case is missing? The cases within these files are not mine. So the what's-his-name guy is probably the prosecutor, but he's also the one that actually murdered them. Huh? They belong to the High Prosecutor that used to occupy my current office. Are we ever gonna find out who the prosecutor is? I have my reasons, but let's just say I was charged with keeping them as they were. Are we gonna find out who that prosecutor was? Then that means the thief must have also wanted the file for a specific reason, right? It would seem so. Only the pages relating to that case from 10 years ago are missing. Oh no, what's the statute of limitations for murder in Ace Attorney is 15 years? So statute of limitations should still be open. Wait, it's 15 years, right? I'm trying to think this through without spoiling from the first game for anyone who hasn't seen it. Balance is 24 in the first game? I think that sounds right. Yeah, I think the statute of limitation should be 15 years, and yeah. I wonder why anyone would care about such an old case. A well-crafted, high-quality sofa for visitors. The stitching is excellent. Talk about a luxury waiting area. These babies are also great for napping, you know. You would sleep even out here, detective? In a hallway? Whenever I do, I always end up dreaming about giving testimony up on the stand. You do that a lot. He's saying it like he doesn't do that a lot. He's the detective. Of course he's giving a testimony. It always ends the same way, me being trounced by a lawyer. Isn't that awful? That also happens every single time. It's usually both of them, actually, doing that. Gumshoe? Maybe I should give it a try sometime. To envision myself winning, naturally. He's saying it. We also have to, like, sit back there and kind of realize that he is a government prosecutor. So, like, while Phoenix's cases that he takes throughout the series are probably a good amount of, if not all of the cases that he takes within that time frame, Edgeworth's taking significantly more. Like, he doesn't really get... We have, like, month breaks in between cases. He kind of don't have that. He maybe gets a day. Like, that's not... You're winning against everyone that isn't Phoenix. Like, is he losing their cases in the series just, like, lies about that? Like, is he supposed to be an unreliable, like... He's not... He's not really, like, unreliable when we talk to him, so it's not like, oh, you know... Yeah, he's losing cases to other people and he's just lying to us about it. I don't know. Tangent is irrelevant. Can I just get the floor? There's nothing of interest here? Okay. Okay, I don't think we have anything else over here. Oh wait, wrong button. Okay. Okay. The nameplate. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Okay. Yes, this is the nameplate. 1202. These 4 numbers on a number plate alone proclaim this to be my office, so they don't have, like, who they're for. I guess everyone who would need to know would know, like, whose office is who. So you'd kind of just be inviting yourself to get killed. Having the names on the office, you know. Whoops! Hey, these number plates slide right out, sir. Yeah, that's definitely important. That's definitely important. They have to be able to take the plate off when a room becomes vacant, you know, that's definitely important. Although, the idea that it can be so easily removed is kind of, that's definitely important. That's definitely important. What about, can we check the knob? I don't see any signs of forced entry. Would you have not noticed that at first? And according to the guard, no signs that the lock was picked either, sir. Meaning that the door really was opened with a key. Did you happen to ask if any prints were lifted from the doorknob? Apparently the doorknob's clean as a whistle. Wiped, they think. I'm assuming our handprints and everything from when we first opened it to go into the crime scene is not being counted, but... Whoever this thief is, they did a good job of not leaving any clues behind. Is there anything up with the hinges? Not really. A minimalist yet classy door made of top quality wood. It's sturdily made, making it near impossible to break in by force. It's almost majestic, sir. I wish I could be as stately as this door. Whatever you say, Gumshoe. Only Gumshoe would praise a door as something greater than himself. Yeah, you know, maybe you're the reason why he views himself so lowly. Have you considered that? Being a detective has its own rewards and certain virtuous value, I think. If you live up to your full potential, that's a poignant trait that anyone can admire. I see. So you're saying, sir, that me being me is the best thing I can do for everyone? Gumshoe, we love you as you. Edgeworth is gonna say no right now, but we all know he's a tsundere, so... Right. Yep, that's our favorite tsundere. Okay. That long pause wasn't exactly reassuring, sir. Is there anything up with the wood around here? No, it's not. Okay. Okay. Okay, I can't check this door. But I can check this door. I don't want to talk to Payne. This office. 203, 203. Hey, Maggie, whose room is this again? It's Mr. Portsman, sir. I couldn't guess from the giant basketball hoop right outside the door it was someone like that. So he's my new neighbor. I see. I suppose he moved in while I was away overseas. I said that like a statement. Can I talk to you? Is everything alright? Yes, sir. If you must know, I weighed myself this morning and I'm finally at 154 pounds. Why would I need to know that? Congratulations, but I was asking about this hallway in this room. Yeah, my reaction too. Oh, everything's okay, sir. A word of advice, stay focused or you may start to lose even more weight. What? The only thing I can think that would make sense would be like forgetting eating. And I don't think that's what he's talking about. All I can do over here is talk to... Okay, I haven't talked to Maggie yet. I was wondering if I may speak with you for a bit concerning this case. I've always been a big fan of the courtroom, but this... This is not the first time you've been accused of murder. This is like a dream. A dream where I'm being cross-examined by Miles Edgeworth. Wasn't? Was she never accused of murder with Edgeworth as the prosecutor? No, the first time it was Pain, was it not? I want to say it was Pain because it's the one where you go, bonk, you know? Yeah. I can't let this chance pass me by. I must remember to ask her about the master key. I should jog her memory by showing my notes to her with tea. Okay. So we're just gonna show her the body. I'm just a lowly security guard, so not sure what I should do with that other than to guard it. Oh, it's like talking to another Gumshoe. Oh, okay, I can't. Oh, wait, yeah, I can't present the other thing. Okay. I can just talk to her too. Okay, I thought I had to present the victim. Have you ever met the victim before? Well, I've seen him a couple times before, when I had to go to Mr. Portsman's office. Mr. Faith was always playing basketball with Mr. Portman, sir. That sounds like fun. Just once I'd love to have played with them. It sounds fun, but the only person ever taking a shot was Mr. Portsman. All Mr. Faith ever did was pass him the ball, sir. So they have a basketball hoop inside of their office, too? On second thought, I don't think I fit in all that well with them. Okay. Miss Maggie Bird, correct? I take it as you are an acquaintance of the detective. I'm shocked he got her name right. She was under my supervision back when she was still in the force, sir. Oh, so she's just a security guard. She's not a detective at all. Still getting accused of murder, damn. One day she got caught up in a murder, and things started going downhill, so she quit. Oh, wait. I don't remember her quitting. But I owe a lot to Detective Gumshoe for introducing me to my current employer, where I still get accused of murder. Or so I thought until a few hours ago. Right before I was about to clock out for the night. You got caught up in this whirlwind of a case, correct? Don't worry, my whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. Since I was 6 months old when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building. She's still alive. I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods, failed at almost every test I've taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster. So she's just female Phoenix. Because, I mean, they're both still alive. And now, I even managed to be named the criminal, just when I become a security guard. It's not the first time. That's a lot to go through in one lifetime. I know, and just when I thought I'd finally found my happiness, I wind up getting you and Detective Gumshoe involved in my bad luck. You don't need to worry about me, Miss Bird. Nor do you need to worry about yourself. You can worry about Gumshoe, however. He's doing whatever over there. I will solve this case and prove your innocence. All I ask in return is for your cooperation. Yes, yes, sir! Mr. Edgeworth, you can count on me! I'll do all I can to help. Okay, anyway, I should present the key to her. So when did you discover the master key was missing? By the time I realized it, I think it was around 1 a.m., sir. And I noticed it was back at around 2:30 a.m. What time did we walk in on the murder? It was sometime in 2, but I want to say, was it before 2:30? Was it? I feel like it's gonna tell me after this. Or I'll be able to see it in the photo. It was just sitting there on the ledge where the security room's reception window is. But I'm sure that's between the 2 times it was not gone, but stolen, sir. Why is such an important key stored in such an insecure place? Ah, it's not like that, sir. We always keep the key further inside the room, away from the window. Always, you say? Except for this time, correct? Great job. Well, I admit I was a bit careless, but I had my reasons. I left it out because I was sort of using it at the time. It was after I'd used it that I left it sitting out on the ledge. So who used it? She used the master key. I'm just a lowly security guard, so, I mean, you are a detective. Do you not know what type of gun? Not sure if I can do it. Okay. I don't think she's gonna do anything with this either. I'll just give her everything but my prosecutor's badge. Oh, there we go. There's something. Oh, wait, no, it's not what I meant to click. What did you mean by you use the master key? Oh, I had to use it to open the door for this prosecutor. I've forgotten his key. Who the fuck is that prosecutor? I know who it is, but you're gonna have to say it out loud. I mean, it's my job as a security guard, right? Ah! What is it? You opened it for Portsman. That's right! I just remembered! The prosecutor forgot his key. It was Mr. Portsman. It was Mr. Portsman, sir. Yeah, I knew that. Thanks for spelling it out for me, though. I appreciate that. What? Please tell me more, Miss Bird. Quickly. It was around 12 a.m. Mr. Portsman had forgotten his office key, so he came down to security, sir. Why? What are these people doing at the office this late? Except for the guy that wanted to steal stuff, but you know. And that's when you loan the master key to him? No way! It's against regulations to loan the master key out to anyone. I walked with Mr. Portsman to his office and opened the door for him personally, sir. I see. And then what happened to him after that? Well, he called me to come back and close up his office as he was leaving to go home. That was around 30 a.m., I think. Yeah, the murder definitely took place around 2. Okay. So in summary, for the sake of one forgetful prosecutor, you used the master key twice tonight. Talk about suspicious! I doubt you can say you never left your keys at home, Detective. I think this calls for a thorough examination of Mr. Portsman's door. Okay, so we can dust his for fingerprints now, I guess? I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. The nameplates are swapped. I'm calling it now. The nameplates are swapped, and we're gonna be able to see from the fingerprints. Room 1203. I take that this is Mr. Portsman's office. Yeah, but you can't mistake it because of the basketball hoop, sir. How heavy is one of those basketball hoops? They have like the concrete at the bottom. But if he's really athletic, maybe? Oh, that reminds me. Mr. Portsman actually wanted room 202 really badly. This game takes place after 3, right? So everyone knows we were just overseas. Like, there's no misconceptions over that. But since you're already occupying it, Mr. Edgeworth, we put him next door, sir. Why did he want 1202? Probably some sports reference, I don't know. So why was Mr. Portsman so particular about getting room 1202? Oh wait, shoot, there's the file. The file inside. Yeah, he has some connection to that case for sure. I'm not sure, but I bet it's because of something like his birthday is December 2nd? I don't believe that. Yep, that's gotta be it. I can't think of another reason why. The file's inside, just the file's inside. I can think of at least 3. Wow, why am I even wasting time thinking about this? Okay, what about the door? The door is locked tight. I bet the old credit card trick wouldn't work here, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? This is the office of a high prosecutor, detective. These doors would be pretty ineffective if the average cat burglar could get through them. Ah, so I guess only a great cat burglar could get in. That must be who our culprit is. The nameplates were swapped. The nameplates were definitely swapped. Might I advise you to return that conclusion to whatever pawn shop you bought it from? What about that? Is there... I don't think there's gonna be anything on the hinges. Okay. Okay, it's the exact same as ours. Nonsense, a man doesn't become more or less dignified because of where he works. Well, he still seems more dignified than Mr. Payne. Yeah, well... I don't think I'd use the word dignified for either of them. Mr. Payne, I suppose custodial work can also be dignified. Oh, he completely forgot who Payne is. Oh. Damn. What about this? Is it gonna tell me how heavy it is? It's Mr. Portsman's personal basketball hoop. I can't believe he put something like this in the hallway of a prosecutor's office, a government building where we do legal stuff. As opposed to government buildings where you do illegal stuff, you know. But you know, it's actually pretty useful, sir. I haven't gotten lost trying to get to your office since it's been here. You were getting lost originally? That kind of sucks. How long have I had the same office and yet you still managed to get lost? How many offices are on each floor? Cause man, they could switch, they could do something real funny. Wouldn't be funny, but it would be pretty funny. You know, just keep it on the 12th floor. I'm a terrible human being. I'm continuing. Do I have anything else I can, like, investigate on this door? Surely you're not suggesting... I don't know! I think it would be a little bit funny. We just did a silly, goofy thing. We just, you know... We just took another number. Fun fact, I also have a fear of elevators. You know, I'm gonna get myself some liquid. I feel like I could use some liquid. That's probably a good idea, yeah. But yes, I'm very much suggesting. It's a little bit funny. Anyway, we're shaking some Gatorade powder into water. Which I realized, my mom actually... I'm not going to drink it now. It's almost 6 p.m. I don't work tomorrow, but I don't want to be up that late. Also, I'm going to be very upset in the morning. My mom got this caffeinated water, and I could just pour Gatorade in it. Yeah, it's caffeinated water bottle. It has 120 grams of caffeine in it. Yeah. I don't know why they make that. But it was on sale. It was like $1. Did Did I miss something over here, maybe? I've already checked this area earlier, but never hurts to take another look. Is there? I bet the thief's not under here. I guess there's enough space for anyone to hide under here anyway. I mean, if someone could contort themselves to fit, I'd be really impressed. Sounds to me like somebody has already tried at least once before. What the... Okay, is that all I'm missing? I'm able to progress with the game now. Do I have to talk? Oh, I talk to Gumshoe? Am I good? Do I have to talk to Gumshoe again? Okay. Okay. Pokeball, what do you think? You don't have to talk to Pain again. Do you have to use logic? Yeah, you have food. Hey, Loki looks like Battler here. I just want to say that. Okay. Q is... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. I don't care. Okay, I was gonna say, like, I don't care what the... There's a contradiction here. Miss Bird, I'm afraid there's a flaw in your story. What? No way, pal. I mean, sir. You said that you locked up Mr. Portsman's office at around 1:30 a.m., correct? However, the master key had already been stolen at that time. Wow, nothing gets past you, Mr. Edgeworth. You saw that contradiction like a pro. Please stop saying that word. Stop saying that word. It reminds me of someone. I had totally forgotten all about that, but thanks to you... Wait, that's the wrong voice. I've totally forgotten all about that, but thanks to you, I remember it now. You're right, it was around that very time that I realized the master key was missing. And? Well, I'm a security guard, sir. I couldn't just admit to losing the master key, could I? So I pretended to lock up his room, sir. You pretended. It was our room. Then the plates were switched. It wasn't our room. The plates were switched. She thought, yeah. 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 That's why our door was unlocked. You pretended. Yeah, I used my house key. That's still the wrong voice. Yeah, I used my house key and made it look like I was locking up, sir. So in actuality, you never did relock the door then. Well, I thought that maybe I could go lock it after I found the key. Come to think of it, I guess that door still hasn't been locked properly. Do I need to go to my evidence? I think I might have to go back to his door, maybe? Okay, do I have to do this again? But it... Oh, wait. Deduce. Okay. I saw what it says up there. Is a spot somehow connected? Yes, because... Aggie's a dumb... Oh god, I hate that word. I hate that word. Fun fact about me. I cannot remember exactly why, but I've always hated the word Eureka. And it's, like, such a non-issue, because you never hear it in everyday life. Who says the word Eureka? Meanwhile, this game... There's a contradiction here between reality and the evidence. If what Miss Bird has says is true, then why is the door locked tight? Huh? You know, you're right. Miss Bird, are you sure you didn't relock this door? I'm certain of it, sir. Eureka. Oh god. You know, at least if he said urethra every time instead of eureka, at least I at least I would start laughing a good amount. I'm certain of it, sir. That's still the wrong voice. I don't think Mr. Portsman noticed it himself that I hadn't. Which means what, sir? Mr. Portsman is the murderer. He switched the stuff. He don't know. It either means that he actually does have the key to his office, or that the door Miss Bird opened wasn't the one at all, but a completely different one. Do I have my door being unlocked? I don't have my door being unlocked in my evidence. He's gonna remember it quickly. She opened up a different store? Door. She opened up a store, you know, she decided, I'm gonna be a franchisee, and went to... Give me a second, I'm thinking of went to McDonald's and went, yep, I want to open a McDonald's, and they went, ma'am, your luck is shit, please don't. Please don't do that. That doesn't seem like a good idea. And we're about to prove that. There's an easy way to find out. All we have to do is, we need to examine these. All of the above is a great idea. I don't think the game wants me to say all of the above, considering the fact it doesn't give me an all of the above option. But I feel like we need to do that. I feel like we're gonna start with doorknob. I want to say... I think we have to start with the doorknob, because we're doing his doorknob, not ours. And then we go to the number plates after. Oh, the music continued. Okay. The print on the doorknob will tell us everything. Hey, you! Yeah, you, pal! Do us a favor and see what you can lift from this, okay? Oh, maybe I didn't do it bad. Okay. So, what do you find out? There's no need for such a belligerent nozzle flaring detective. Sir, I have found only Mr. Portsman and Mr. Face prints on this doorknob. So only 2 people's prints were found on this, huh? That's pretty decisive. Huh? I'm lost, sir. Thinking logically, a certain other person's print should be on this knob as well. This knob as well. You see, urethra. Now then, whose print should be on this doorknob? Ooh, are we ready? Oh, damn, different one. Don't you find it odd that the prints of the person who unlocked this door are absent? From the photo, she wasn't wearing gloves. I feel like he's gonna pull some bullshit and be like, maybe she was wearing gloves, but like... who knows? You mean? Yes, the door that Miss Bird opened could not have been this one, but a different one. Okay, everyone. What do we have here? Oh, I thought it was time to think logically. Think logically. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Okay, can we pull that out? What's this? Looks like a scrap of paper. I'll get it, sir. Let's see. Oh, there's something written on it. No, it was a plain sheet of paper. Folded up under the door. I wish I had a live 2D model right now. I feel like you guys could use how Gumshoe I am right now. It looks like a note from the victim. I brought the 3 pieces of evidence by, just like we talked about on the phone, but it looks like you're out. Guess I'll catch up with you later. Yeah, and it's for Mr. Portsman. Okay. Oh. Yeah, this would leave quite a large dent. It's like concrete. So I'd leave a nice little carpet dent that's right fucking there. What's this? Even my sewing machine leaves a carpet dent if it's left somewhere, like on the floor, too long. I'm just saying. What are you looking at? Oh, hey, how about a game? No. That's okay, detective. You see, I actually don't know how to play basketball. You see, despite the fact that he's 5'10"? 5'10" or 5'11" or something? Edgeworth, I know, is over a foot taller than me, but not by much. And I know that because I got one of those things on my Instagram that was like, you're the last video game character you played as. What's your first thought? And my first thought was, oh god, I'm gonna be tall. So I looked up how tall Edgeworth is, and I want to say he's like 5'10" or somewhere around there. He's over a foot taller than me on some level. So I just found the position of this hoop to be a little off. Hey, you're right, sir. I guess it shifted when someone made a seriously sweet slam dunk. I don't think it would shift like that. The positioning of the hoop is definitely unnatural. I'd better take note of this. Sign's been moved, so they moved that as well. Okay. Yippee, I get my health back. Poking around this hallway, it's actually paid off quite handsomely. Huh? How so, sir? In a variety of different ways. I think it's time we had a little chat with the real culprit of this case. You know who the killer is? Well, Mr. Edgeworth? As long as my logic is sound, then yes. The mastermind behind this murder is none other than Mr. Portman. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Wow, I couldn't see that from a mile away. What? Mr. Portsman? He asked you to unlock his door. Your fingerprints are not on the door. You can't see where I'm pointing. These thingies can be swapped quite easily. If we looked at the fingerprints on them, his fingerprints are gonna be on them. His hoop was moved. Yeah. I knew it. That's exactly what my logic senses were telling me too. You have those? I suspected it was him from the instant he accused Maggie of being the killer, sir. I mean, I guess I suspected him somewhat from the beginning, because he's a character that doesn't mean a lot that showed up, and then no one else important showed up. So yeah, I highly doubt Payne murdered someone. Not because I think Payne couldn't. Actually, no, I think he probably wouldn't get away with it at all. If it was Payne, we would have figured it out, like, pretty immediately, would we not? That is anything but logical. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourselves. Come what may, it's time to knock on truth's door. I forgot how this looked for a second, and I was like, oh, did he mess with our room more? Okay, now it's finally 5 a.m. Oh, God, we're gonna complete this murder, and it's time to start work, and our office still looks like this. Mr. Portsman, I finished processing the bloody letter, sir. All right, let me take a gander at it. Pass it here. Okay, looking good. You there, take good care of this. Oh, they hit Gumshoe on the head. That's so mean. That's the meanest thing that's ever happened to Gumshoe in this series at all. I can't believe they would do that to him. Well, if it isn't Detective Gumshoe. End of the line for you, Mr. Portsman. We've got you now. Call off your dog, Mr. Edgeworth. Is this some kind of joke? It's no joke. We know, Mr. Jaquez Portman, that you are the guilty party in this case. Oh no, they got my ass. You must be pretty upset getting chased out of your own room. I'd be mad too. So I guess you can stay, if you promise to stay out of our way. You intend to hide your crime under the guise of a prosecutor doing his job? I can see right through the unsightly paper-thin mask you wear upon your cowl. Who would have ever thought it would come to this? Actually, come to think of it, your mentor was Manfred von Karma, correct? Man, it was Karma for real. Well, it's Karma, no. Okay, we don't have to mention him. He's one of, like, the scariest. Scary, get him away from me. Don't mention him. The legendary prosecutor never lost a single case for 40 long years. Until your boyfriend defeated him. For you, and that's why you're alive today. If you think about it, I guess Phoenix beat him twice. Because the way that case kind of worked, like, he beat him proving that, oh god, I'm spoiling stuff. Spoilers now onward, mute me for like 2 minutes, okay? Everyone muted me? Okay. Like, okay, he proved that, Yogi, I forgot his name for a second, committed Hamon's murder. And then he also proved that, Von Karma committed Gregory's murder. I forgot, Gregory's name for a second. So if you think about it, he kind of beat him twice. But there was always this incessant chatter about forged evidence with that guy. No, he just has his eyes closed like, know what you're gonna say. Let it out now. I've heard it all before. If there was forged evidence, I would have found it by now. Really, it teaches me I've got to stay on the lookout for false accusations, you know? Are you done trying to play mind games with me? Because they won't work. The only thing you should be using that mouth of yours for now is explaining yourself. I thought about that and very... you see, where's my logic button? Where's my logic button? The logical part of my brain knows where that was going. But then the, but what if part of my brain was like, but what if? Although that too will only dig your hole deeper. Either way, your game is up. I'm gonna get water now. Well, aren't we full of ourselves? Even though we've yet to prove anything. Okay. I have no idea what sort of harebrained idea you may have in mind, but there's a mountain of evidence that points away from me being the culprit. Then give it, like, right now. Besides, how may I ask, do you propose I unlocked your door and got in here? Look, I feel bad doing this to you, but I've got work to do, so we're done here. Sorry, but we're not finished yet. Time to press the witness. Boy, you're stubborn. I suppose you're basing your accusations on something? Yes. I'll show you what I'm basing my accusations on, with evidence. I don't think I have to press this one. Then what? Then what is it? Oh, and what, pray tell, kind of evidence are we talking about here? Jim was my partner, so you can't say I had a motive for killing him. I have a motive for killing Gumshoe every day. I don't know what you're talking about. And that's it? That's not even an anthill, let alone a mountain. But it's more than enough, wouldn't you agree? No, see case in point, Gumshoe over there. I'm shooting daggers into him, and I wish I could do it literally. Might I recommend you review what the word evidence means? It doesn't change the fact that the evidence doesn't point to me as the killer. I'm just gonna... The master key. Oh, damn, I didn't even have to do that. Yeah. I believe you're able to open my office door with the master key, no less. Wait. Hold on for a sec. I never laid a finger on that key, as you already know. Precisely. You're able to open my door without lifting a single finger. Well, maybe you did, but only to direct. That's right. You used your finger to direct this person to open my door with this key. I don't feel like this part is necessary. You had asked Miss Bird to open your own office door for you, correct? Yeah, I kind of forgot my key at home. Happens a bit too often for my taste, you know? But the room you had Miss Bird open at that time was not your own, was it? What? You have quite the imagination. But why don't we ask the girl herself whose door she opened? Shall we? I'm certain it was Mr. Portsman's door, sir. I checked the number plate to make sure I was opening the right door, sir, but we can easily fucking change that. Their number plate isn't even on there right now. There's not even a number plate here. See, Miss Bird backs up my story. Yeah, what if you misled her to fool her into thinking what you wanted? And how do you suppose I did that? I'm too pleased. By switching the number plates on our doors, for example. That's right, they do slide out pretty easily. Furthermore, you used one thing to give a very strong impression. The hoop! That the door she was opening was yours, and not, in fact, mine. Mr. Portsman used to make Miss Bird think it was his room. Yes. I forgot the name for it for a second. What? The basketball hoop, sir? It's quite the peculiar fixture in any hallway, let alone a hallway in this building. Which is why it left an unusually strong impression on you. It's an object perfectly suited to sit outside the office of a peculiar prosecutor. Gah. That's very true, sir, because there's a basketball hoop sitting there. I thought the door I was opening had to be Mr. Portsman's. There's a sign that the hoop had been moved. Quite a lot, actually. You see, how did he not think that through? To sit in front of my office, to be sure. I see, so that's how you throw suspicion on people. Thanks for the tip. Yeah, you're gonna need to know. But I think your conjecture is a little off on the racetrack. Now you're just spouting nonsense. I had the girl open my office door. After that, I was in my room the entire time. You don't have a single reason to suspect me. Okay, well, I have two evidences I can give now. So he intends to claim his innocence to the end, does he? I'm as pure and innocent as my jacket. And Miss Bird is as dirty and guilty as the jacket she wears. Her jacket looks fine. My jacket's not dirty, I'll have you know. I just washed it yesterday. The only thing I'm questioning is, are those feathers appliques or are they printed on? Because it looks like they're, I guess they could be embroidered on, but it looks kind of like they're like, there is that line around them. I don't know, it looks like that's a kind of a shadow, like based on the way it's placed at the armpit, it looks like it's a shadow and it's only embroidered on like the little center portion right there. Please calm down, for I intend to show who's the one truly covered in slime here. Okay. I don't think I had to press that. I feel like I should press that before I throw the evidence at him. Using the master key, of course. Sure, you have a problem with that? That is what the master key is for, right? Perhaps you should place it in an elaborate labyrinth or some sort for people like you. Room the entire time. But the note. What were you doing in your office? I was doing my usual training regimen. Training regimen? Were you going through your law books from start to finish? Mainly batting practice and some weights. Oh, and I jog when I get the chance. I could tell Edgeworth is about to start screaming. Wow, you must be the buffest prosecutor we have. Edgeworth does not look impressed. With the weakest legal muscles, it would seem. I was doing my usual workout, so... Let's click press before I do on this one. I think I've given you quite a few reasons, actually. But none of those would stand up on their own. And what about all the evidence? Are you two having fun? It's all circumstantial. No judge would convict on such flimsy evidence. The judge tries to all the time. They throw... Oh, you see... We found the murder victim in a room. And the room had a burger in it. And it was a burger joint. So, anyway, the victim was murdered in a burger joint. The murderer is Maya. And the judge is like, yep. Absolutely. Great job, Edgeworth. I expect nothing less from you. Guilty! He seems to be trembling a little. One more little push. All I have to do is find the flaw in his testimony. Oh, I have to click back this way. Were you? Because the prints were not on the doorknob. Yippee, I was right. And he's about to be a smartass. I had your door dusted for prints. My door? Huh, what for? Come on, I bet you didn't find anything. You sure are good wasting time. You were right, I didn't find anything. And definitely not Miss Bird's fingerprints. Her prints? What do they have to do with anything? Let's put it this way. If she really was the one who opened your door, then her prints should naturally be on the doorknob she touched. Further, all the prints on my office door's knob have been wiped clean off. I can only assume it's because Miss Bird's fingerprints were on it. But it doesn't change the fact that I was in my room the entire time. Is that really a fact, or is it fiction? Hey, would I lie to you? And we're about to prove. Give me, throw him the letter at him. Here, I've proof that you were not in your room the entire time as you claim. This is a note that the victim left for you, Mr. Portsman. A note? It was left under your door, or did you not notice? And right here it says, but you're out. You were not in your room when the victim came to call on you. So then, where were you and what were you doing? Nah. Don't you think it's time you gave up your charade? Charade? Charade. I said that word right. We know you stole into my office with the intent of stealing something from me. And Detective Faith found you out. Possibly because he heard sounds coming from a room whose occupant was on leave. Mr. Portsman, you killed Mr. Faith to silence him. He did say he's had multiple detectives that he gave... What was the name, Joe? And I had the misfortune to return when I did. You had to threaten me as you escaped. As I said when you had the gun to my back, no one gets away with committing murder in my office. They can get away with it if it's not in my office. But you see, just don't do it in my office. Because if it's outside of my office and, you know, Gumshoe were to say, It's Maya. And for some reason right is not on the case, then you get away with it absolutely fine. But in my office... I don't feel like laughing. I don't feel like voice acting that. I hope you all understand. And just what's so funny, pal? Well, the look of stiff seriousness on the face of this office's finest prosecutor. As he makes a huge mistake in accusing me is simply too much to bear. What's his breakdown gonna look like? You think he's gonna, the hoop is gonna teleport and he's gonna, like, dunk himself into the hoop? I hope he dunks himself into the hoop. There's just nothing else like it in the world. What? Mr. Edgeworth just explained it all, and even backed it up. You're the murderer. Stop trying to be slippery and just admit to the crime already. He's gonna get the death penalty, actually, so no, he's not. And as I said earlier, it's also circumstantial, so full of conjecture. You must say you checked my doorknob for prints? Well, I can readily confess that I wiped the knob down well. Buddy's prints are on it too, though. I'm a little obsessive-compulsive, you see. I didn't want to touch a doorknob that you had touched. Which is why I wiped the doorknob down as soon as I could after you opened the door. After that, it makes perfect sense. Only Jim and my own prints would be on there. You made that up now, didn't you? Then what about the fucking note? Furthermore, as for the note Jim left for me, do you know exactly when that was? As for all we know, he could have left it there before I arrived at the office. Like early evening, for example. Are you saying you failed to notice a note in your doorway? Hey, even geniuses fail at times. I was probably too preoccupied by work-related matters, although that's no excuse. They were not work-related, so shut the fuck up. No, it's just a flat-out lie. There's no way you didn't notice a note that size. Ah, but you can't prove that, can you? So you want me to prove you're a dumbass instead? Say something, Mr. Edgeworth. Back me up here, sir. Portsman makes a good point. I can't prove that he didn't simply overlook it. And besides, I have an airtight alibi. Airtight, you say? I only just realized I had one as we were talking. Okay. I guess it would have been better for all of us if I had told you sooner. If my memory serves, you came back to this office around 2 a.m., correct? And it was then that the unfortunate confrontation at gunpoint with the culprit. But exactly that time, I was down in criminal affairs. So he's trying to argue he didn't even hear the gunshot. Ask around. I'm sure the other detectives will corroborate my story. It's the perfect alibi. So there's even more people here this late at night? Why? Why? Do you really think that's perfect? Like I said, I don't care. Ask around all you like. You'll see for yourself. Detective Gumshoe? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll go check out his alibi, sir. Be right back. Mr. Edgeworth, sir. I think we're in trouble. It's just like Mr. Portsman said. The guy down in criminal affairs said they saw him around 2 a.m. You see? All the evidence points to him being the culprit, so there must be a contradictory point in his alibi somewhere. Around 2 a.m. doesn't mean what time exactly was the murder. Because it was somewhat after 2, right? And it was then that you had the unfortunate confrontation at gunpoint with the what? I can exit out of this. What is that I have? The body was found around 2:05 a.m. Oh, never mind. I thought it was like 2:30. Do we have the fact that he wanted this room? We don't have that. Because he clearly... I'm gonna have to press it. Okay. The fact he wants the room is, like, really suspicious. It is as you say, however. Yes, however, you are the only one who claims to have bumped into the culprit. We're about to get him accused of murder. So tell me, did you see the person's face? Was it me who you saw? It was pitch black, so I couldn't actually see. Oh, come on now. I'm sure you saw something. Try a little harder now, don't you? I'm beginning to feel like I'm the one being interrogated here. Yeah, Edgeworth, we're accusing you of murder again. Get on the script. Oh well, it doesn't matter if you remember or not. It only matters that you ran into the culprit.
Hold it.
So you paid the Criminal Affairs Department a visit? Yep, right after I left the prosecutor's building, I headed straight for the precinct.
Hold it.
You get anything from pressing this one? Well, we did go and ask around to confirm your testimony. And it was just as I said, right? Yes, sir. A number of detectives said they saw you around that time. See, I have the perfect alibi. That's the ace I had up my sleeve. Portsman's alibi may seem perfect at first glance, but I know there's a hole in it somewhere. Needs to do to press him a little and see what comes of it. Do I have to do the first one?
Hold it.
You are correct, it's around 2 a.m. Are you sure? It's really important to me that you're spot on with the time. Remember checking my watch then and made no mistake, it was 2. I thought it was found at 2:05. Ooh, giving testimony like a pro. Okay, so you came back to your office at 2. Impossible, he actually does have the perfect alibi. What's wrong? What's this sullen look in your face? Can't you say anything back, Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, died. No, I couldn't have died. It just wants me to do all that. I think we got to the end of the line, and it's time to get off this crazy train. You there. Sir! Please escort the young lady out. But remember, be gentle. Maggie! Detective Gumshoe! Let them be straight. Is there nothing I can do? There must be a way to turn the situation around. Logic time! If only I had a clue. Did I miss something that can help me cast doubt on the alibi? The intruder I met could have not been Portsman, and who could it have been? But that doesn't mean it's the murderer. Time with logic. There's the other handgun. Is it this one? It could also be the files. I'm gonna try this one first, though. Oh, yay, let's go. Then there were 2 bullets left at the scene of the crime. One that robbed Mr. Faith of his life, and the one that nearly robbed me of my jacket. And maybe my life. The person might have missed. However, the murder weapon only shows signs of being fired once. You know what it's time for? Gumshoe, get in here! You have to explain something really quickly to everyone. We don't know it. Please, Gumshoe, I'd like... Gumshoe, is there such a thing as, like, the fingerprints of a gun? Please, Gumshoe, please. Meaning that is entirely possible that a second gun was used in my office tonight. Okay, I'm still coughing. Give me a second. I think I'm fine now. But seeing as how the killer had to steal Mr. Faith's gun, I doubt the killer had another gun up their sleeve. Time to check the ballistic markings. Therefore, the second gun could have been the property of an entirely different person. Which could mean there was another person who paid a visit to my office tonight. Well, these are the only thing left, so it kind of has to be that, yes, the murderer and the person that tried to shoot us are different people. Supposing there was yet another visitor tonight, that would also resolve the issue of why my shelves were upended twice. We know that the shelves were disturbed once before and once after the murder. Because you see, you people don't know that I arranged stuff a little weirdly, and it worked out. So it shouldn't be much of a stretch to think that it was the work of two different people. Once by the person who stole the victim's gun, and then killed him with it. And once again after the murder by our second culprit. He was the owner of the second gun. But the gun left here. If we suppose the second culprit's gun was the one that was pointed at my back, which one of them left? Come on, Gumshoe, I need you to explain the fingerprints of a gun really quickly. We need to examine them really quickly and see which bullet killed Faith. We suppose that the second culprit's gun was the one pointed at my back. Mr. Portsman, it seems that I need to amend my assumptions regarding this case. Great, so you've finally come to your senses. Mr. Edgeworth! Sir, what are you saying? This has been a big misunderstanding on my part from the start. I'd assumed that the person I ran into was the killer, but that may not be the case. What do you mean? The person I ran into was just your average thief. A thief? But, sir, doesn't that cause some sort of contradiction in the facts? Not at all. It simply means the killer was someone else. And that means that in actuality, two culprits stole into my office tonight. Well, then it has to be three, because one of them is dead. What do you mean two? Explains both why my shelves were disturbed twice and how there were two guns. I don't know, I feel like there's more than two, but one of them just can't speak for themselves right now. Explains why my shelves were disturbed twice and how there were two guns. Mr. Portsman tricked Miss Bird and gained entry into my office. Now you're just leading the argument. You still don't have any actual proof, you know. If you could please go along with my hypothetical scenario for now, Mr. Portsman. In the end, if you really are innocent, you should have nothing to worry about. Now then, returning to my scenario. Mr. Portsman was out to steal something from me, which is why he checked my secret safe and ransacked my shelves. This is the first time. So then, that would be when the files were put back in the wrong order, right? Correct. And then, just when he was about to look somewhere else, who should walk in but his own partner, Mr. Faith? But why did Mr. Faith come into your room, sir? He probably had business with Mr. Portsman, which why he was in the area, as you see the note. But then he had noticed sounds coming into my office would be my guess. Oh, because you were supposed to be away, right? And he must have thought it was odd, so he came to his office to check it out. Correct. And as a detective, that was the right thing to do. But when he came in, he found his own partner standing there. Because it was Mr. Portsman, Mr. Faith probably let his guard down. Mr. Portsman was not so merciful as to let him leave alive. He waited for a chance and stole Mr. Faith's gun from him, and then... bada bing, bada boom, he's dead. He killed him. He silenced Mr. Faith for catching him in the act of stealing. I just really want to see his breakdown. I'm gonna have to find who the thief was as well. This was the moment in which the first shot was fired, the one that landed in my files. Following that, Mr. Portsman wiped the gun down and left it behind as he made his exit. He could afford to do that because he had also left a fake dying message behind. You're such a complicated troublemaker, you know that? Well, if things were as simple as that, then it all would be solved, however. There was yet another visitor to my room, and this is where it gets complicated. There was another? Visitor, sir? Gumshoe's voice is really gonna hurt my voice, and I feel like this is not maybe a good idea. Yes, and this other person's objective was there to steal something from me. Was also there to steal something from me. Now then, even as Mr. Portsman left, the door to my office remained unlocked. However, this new visitor had no way of knowing that, and so... They stole the master key from the security guard's room, and then entered my room and searched through my shelves. I really thought I said that wrong, but no, I said it right. This was the second time they were disturbed, and it seems the thief found their prize.
The stolen old file, right, sir?
Correct. Only just as the thief was about to leave with the file, I appeared. The thief then threatened me with their own gun and made the escape. The second bullet was fired during that brief encounter.
So the shell's getting messed up twice into 2 bullets. It was all because 2 different people were doing those things at 2 different times.
Precisely. So now do you see, Mr. Portsman? The person I met was just a thief, and not in fact Mr. Thief's killer. Your alibi for the time frame in which I ran into the other person is now irrelevant. Because we now know the murderer took place during the first culprit's visit. I thought Gumshoe said objection at first.
What's so funny, pal?
Absolutely splendid. Your scenario explains everything.
Of course it does. It's Mr. Edgeworth, after all.
But you know... One second, so I can really slowly. It still doesn't change the fact that it's all circumstantial. Supposing an if, that's a big if, your theory was right? It would indeed render my alibi, which has withstood scrutiny, mind you, irrelevant. But there's still one defining point in your argument, for which you have no evidence. Love speaking faster than the game. Your supposition that I was the first visitor.
Mr. Edgeworth, you can't let him get away with that, sir.
But he has a point. I have absolutely no proof at this point.
Don't say that, sir. I don't believe that. Don't worry, Maggie. I'll do something if I must. I'm gonna beat him up.
You know something? I find your attitude to be somewhat peculiar, Mr. Edgeworth. The person you met really was just a plain old thief. Then why is that person not your main suspect? That is, if your theory is correct. Yeah. That thief you ran into is your real first suspect, wouldn't you say? We should be out there looking for that thief right now. They might still be nearby. I hate to repeat myself, but as I've already said, I was training in my room, but you didn't hear the gunshot. And when Jim came in to deliver some evidence to me, I was down at criminal affairs. So I can't be expected to know what happened here once I left. So you think we should be out there looking for the thief? Of course! Now isn't the time to be having these dead-end discussions. I don't think it's at all dead-ended. I find your alibi to be fascinating. Let's continue where we left off, shall we? Reading an autopsy report and get a time of death. I know he's lying. I know he was here, at the scene of the crime. I have to find a way to prove it. I don't have the evidence for him wanting this room. Damn it. Ugh! Be a real suspect? Actually, no, I wouldn't. But why not? That's elementary. The dying message, of course. Mr. Face Killer clearly left those letters on the spines of those files. And it was after they were on there the thief stole one of them.
You mean the old files, right?
And that's how we also know the letters themselves were a setup, and not from Mr. Faith. If the thief was a killer, do you think they would try to undermine themselves? Maybe the killer just didn't think of that either? Yes, that must be it. Maybe, just maybe. No, I think a murder's more important. Once escaped, I highly doubt a thief would linger nearby. Well, you never know. Maybe they didn't get what they were really after. Oh, you talk like you know quite a bit about this thief. Ah, it's nothing like that. I have no idea about anything. After all. Training your room, but you didn't hear the gunshot? But according to Mr. Faith's note... Hold on. I thought we already cleared that up. Didn't we say that Jim left that note for me in the early evening? If you have any proof they left at a different time, say, just before he was murdered. I don't have any, no. You see? So I insist again that I was in my office the entire time. Down at Criminal Affairs. I'm just gonna press this one as well, because I don't think it's gonna hurt. Why didn't you go there with Mr. Faith? Ah, that's because he said he was tired and going to take a quick nap. You know, those sofas in the hallway? He likes to sleep on those. It's one of his habits. And what of the evidence he brought? There were things related to yesterday's case. Just 2 items, a gun and a pendant. So the gun he had on him wasn't his own? Interesting. This piece of testimony seems too crucial. Let's slip through the cracks. I have to present there, but I don't... Wait, he said 3. He said 3, right? 3, yep. Only 2 pieces? I believe the proper phrase here is, you fail. Excuse me? You fail as a prosecutor, Mr. Portsman, as you intend to keep evidence hidden from me. I don't think you're the one I want to hear that from, Edgeworth. I don't think I want to hear that from Mr. The autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. I don't think I want to hear that from any prosecutor in this series. You see, there's this beautiful thing in the corner that we dubbed, last episode, the bullshit evidence safe. You see the bullshit evidence safe in the corner? You see my body moving as I tried to make you look at the bullshit I don't have OBS follow. I don't have... Give me 1 second. Just give me 1 second, everyone. You see the bullshit evidence safe in the corner? You see that? You see that thing in the corner? You see it? It's where we hide all of our bullshit evidence that we intend to hide from the defense. That's kind of what we do here. That's kind of what all the prosecutors do here. I don't want to hear this from any of you. Please tell me he's gonna say something. Damn it, he didn't. No. What are you talking about? I haven't hidden anything from you. Well, here's a piece I think you should read. Carefully.
Ah, it says Mr. Faith was bringing 3 pieces.
Yes, and this is the victim's real dying message to you, Mr. Portsman. Unless you talked to literally when he was dying, so...
I can't believe to get tripped by simple arithmetic.
Where is the missing piece of evidence?
It's...
You have it, don't you? Only the guilty would make such a face. Detective Gumshoe?
You don't have to say it, sir. I'll pat the guy down from head to toe,
or it's the file. Don't come any closer, I'm warning you.
It's all part of the investigation, pal, so don't even think about stopping me.
I didn't say anything, don't worry about it. Anyway, I like how pal is now all uppercase.
No.
Wrong voice, I don't care.
Hey, what's this?
I need a voice. I need liquid. My voice.
He had this on him, sir.
Despite what you said, it would appear you do have something to hide.
But why would he hide something like that?
There's only one reason as to why anyone would hide evidence of this caliber. Because it would unequivocally point to that person himself as the real killer. Let's examine this videotape in a little more detail. For the section of the tape that will drive the last nail into his coffin. The KG-8 incident. That's gonna be what was stolen, wasn't it? The stolen files. The KG-8 incident.
That's a police case number, sir.
Wow, thanks. This is my first time ever playing anything in this series. Thank you for explaining that to me, Gumshoe.
Does that mean this video is evidence from that case?
Interesting. However, what's recording on this isn't important right now. Let's give the casing a thorough once-over. So that's not important? Oh. I don't know, maybe that is. Maybe that is!
Ah, that's blood, isn't it?
Maybe that's important, yeah. Yes, and I believe this is what the good prosecutor was trying to hide from us. This blood is still fresh.
You mean, this might be Detective Faith's blood?
No! You got it all wrong. And no amount of denial can save you. We have but to run a blood test to find the truth. You told us you had received evidence from the victim earlier. Now you would tell us when and how did the victim's blood find its way onto this video?
Yeah, it's totally suspicious.
Was it at the moment of his death? Did Detective Faith has this videotape on his personage when you killed him? You know very well there's no way to prove that. Not even if we were to examine his tape for fingerprints?
Yeah.
If I had to take a guess, I'd say the only one on here would belong to the murderous you and Mr. Faith. No, impossible. Lie. He's saying lie. That was capital. Oh, he swallowed his thing. That was his breakdown? I really wanted him to throw himself in the basketball hoop. No! That's not, I want him to throw himself in the basketball hoop. Still not 6 a.m.
Mr. Portman has been placed under arrest for the murder of Detective Buddy Faith, sir.
Very good.
And the results we got back from the lab techs on the tape turned out to be real solid, sir. The blood work came back and it was definitely Mr. Faith's blood on there. As a bonus, they were all able to lift a few of Mr. Faith's fingerprints as well. Thank you so much, Mr. Edgeworth.
Another case closed. Good job, Detective Snail. Let's go. I think I'll start the next case because I have enough time. So I'll do that. I won't finish this case before I move, and I don't know if I'm gonna take like a whole week off with moving in Magic, but we're gonna see. Hopefully I just don't forget what was going on.
I still can't believe I got to see your cool deduction skills outside the courtroom. I'm impressed beyond words, sir.
It was nothing. I'm just sorry I got caught up in a murder in my office. Please accept my apologies.
Oh, it was nothing, really, compared to what I've been through, I mean. I consider myself lucky that it was only a burglary and a murder this time, sir.
Last time was kind of just a murder, though.
If it had been a holdup or a hostage situation.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that might be worse for her, I guess.
I'd have thrown my hands up in the air. I think I'm finally rising from the goddess of misfortune to just an unlucky person.
Something tells me we should have hired a different person for security detail. Not my job, though.
You know something, sir? That Mr. Portsman really was one corrupt prosecutor.
The fuck he do? And why would you say he was corrupt?
Well, I heard that there was a number of suspicious things related to his court cases.
He got transferred here.
There's even rumors about some of the evidence he uses is forged, sir.
Forged evidence, huh? Because there's never rumors about that about Edgeworth.
They even say he decided not to prosecute a few cases for some really vague reasons.
I feel like they should kind of be able... I don't know, I feel like... I just noticed this in the corner has a little jabot on it. I feel like if there's any conflict of interest, they should be able to say, I will not prosecute this case. Even, like, and not just... Honestly, I feel like it shouldn't be questioned. Like, I have a conflict of interest. You're off the case, thank you. I feel like that's how it should be. I think that's how it is in real life, so... They said it's how it is for jury duty. I'd assume they'd want the same for the prosecutor.
Ooh, that guy was a complete disgrace to the entire profession.
Never did get around to asking what his reason was for breaking into my office.
Yeah, whenever we got near the topic, he just clammed up.
Although, we can be pretty certain it was to steal something.
This is just between you and me, sir, but... There's a rumor of sort that the huge organization is involved behind the scenes.
Oh, well. With Mr. Portsman not wanting to divulge anything, it certainly lends credence to that rumor. It would seem we haven't heard the last of this.
Huh? That Mr. Portsman isn't the bad guy?
I didn't say that. He still murdered a guy. He still murdered a guy. That's punishable by the death penalty. Ace Attorney is a dystopia, but I don't think... I don't think thievery is also that. For example, we still haven't figured out the significance of this piece of evidence.
I hope it's this one.
Take that.
I want it to be this one.
The person who stole this file. Another villain of the night.
Yeah, I wonder who it was.
And what happened to the stolen pages? That voice will not hurt my throat. I wonder, who in the world was it that held me up at gunpoint? I have too much mucus in my throat after doing Gumshoe's voice, god damn it. I wonder, who in the world was it that held me up at gunpoint? Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Yes. I came across this while I was processing your office earlier, sir. This card. Oh, is it another calling card? Like the murder one? For the assassin? I just cleared my throat.
What is it, sir? Is it a bird or something on there?
It's not just any bird. It's the mark of a raven. A three-legged raven. Or is it a three-clawed raven? Three-clawed raven. Even you should know what this is, detective.
Oh, it's about that thing, isn't it? That great thief everyone's talking about.
Yes, it is the mark of the great thief, Yatagarasu. Under the mark of the legendary bird, the Yatagarasu is a noble to the end of modern Robin Hood. Labeled mysterious and phantom-like, the Yatagarasu appears and vanishes at will. Though we don't know much about this thief's ultimate goal, we do know the tactics. The Yatagarasu likes to find things and make public evidence of corrupt dealings of all sorts. The theft is always performed in silence and always with perfection. Once a target is chosen, no dramatic calling card or announcement is sent forth. Instead, the chosen corporation is infiltrated without even the target noticing. Some days later, the evidence that was found is sent out to the mass media, along with the single card. Although it has been a while since the Yatagarasu's last appearance. I was gonna have to mess up on that eventually, yeah. I was doing too good.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth! Look, something's written on the back!
What? Let me see. It's the location
where the thief put the hidden files.
Is that runes? I don't feel like it would be rune. Oh no, it's... No, that... Some of those are definitely runes. Some of those are runes, some of those are kanji. Some of those, I think, are neither as well. I can't see it well enough to try to read it. So the person who stole the contents of the file was the Yatagarasu. Yatagarasu, organization. Quite a few key words are popping up in this mystery. Murder in my office. The return of the great thief, Yatagarasu. Looking back, I can't say I didn't see these events coming. For they were heralded by the incidents that began to occur 2 days ago. So this case is, like, the last one in the timeline? Or one of them? And wow. Yes. Yippee! Without using story mode. Turnabout Airlines! You can't see my face right now. You can't see my face right now. Oh, I wanna play the airplane murder! I wanna play the airplane murder! And I'm not... I will not mention a specific crash that this will likely remind me of. I will not mention a specific crash that this likely reminds me of. In case you didn't notice from the words, I'm using crash and not accident. This wasn't an accident. Anyway, on to Turnabout... No. I want to play Turnabout Airlines for a little bit. I want to play Turnabout Airlines. Oh, that's Francisca. We don't play as Francisca, I'm pretty sure. I don't care. I want to play Turnabout Airlines for like an hour or so. Yippee! Plane! I love planes. Planes make me happy. I'm very, very normal. If you didn't know, I'm very normal by aviation accidents. The return of the great thief, Yatagarasu. Thinking back, everything began on that fateful day 2 days ago. "2 days earlier, wow!" Oh? It's blood. Oh, never mind, that's not blood. Oh, is that the famous grape juice? Is that the famous grape juice they all talk about? Yo! Airbus A380. I couldn't speak for a second. It's an Airbus A380. It's beautiful. That's the type Emirates uses. Thank you for flying Go-Yo Airlines. We're currently experiencing some slight turbulence. Oh, great. We are asking all passengers to please return to their seats and fasten their seatbelts. Oh, so yes, we fainted. We fainted and we dropped our grape juice. This is terrible. Yep, there we are on the floor. Why is this all happening in the fucking morning? Can murders just happen at night? Here lies Hugo Hughes. I don't want that on my plane. Anyway, we're currently on the floor. Currently on the floor, just passed out, you know? Come to think of it, after, responding against someone, if you need me to tune out for a second, feel free to pause me for, like, a minute. Mute me for a minute, I mean. After, Turnabout Goodbyes, he never has a panic attack from earthquakes. He always faints, right? Or, I guess, in this case, turbulence, but it's kind of... Never experienced an earthquake, really, but I've experienced turbulence. I've experienced one earthquake in my life, and it was so small that I slept through it. Illinois is very much... Oh my god, I forgot what they're called. The continental plates. What's the... It's not on a continental plate, but what's the thing in the plates where they... The specific term for when they cause an earthquake, what it is. The seismic something. Flight G390, first floor lounge. Well, hopefully that flight number will not be retired after this. Okay. Why do I feel like I just woke up from a horrible nightmare? You passed out. 6:30, huh? Guess I was out cold for about 10 minutes. Huh, slight turbulence indeed. He never... Did he? He didn't faint for that long. In the other one. He didn't... He fainted for, like, a solid amount of time, but not that long, I think.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are currently experiencing some slight turbulence.
They never say it's, like, severe turbulence unless, like, really, really.
For your safety, we ask you to return to your seats and fasten your seatbelts.
And then some asshole is gonna pull up and go immediately, some asshole immediately, like, she does that, and they're like, oh, time, gotta pee. As someone whose bladder constricts, on planes, with the, I'm forgetting the words right now. I know planes! I can't believe I'm forgetting the words for planes! I know this! That's kind of my special interest thingy-mabobber. Yeah, when they go high, it's not very good. I suppose turbulence is to be expected on a flight. Though admittedly, I'm less than comfortable with anything resembling earthquakes. No one likes turbulence. The thing with turbulence is you can literally be someone very interested in aviation accidents, such as myself. And be a little, whenever you get turbulence, like, oh, I know turbulence hasn't taken down a plane in I want to say 80 years, but I think it might even be more than that. Wake turbulence is not counting. We're not talking about wake turbulence right now. We're not getting into that. Turbulence hasn't, it's been, I want to say 80 years. I want to say 80. I want to say it was the 50s. I want to say it was a McDonnell Douglas plane. And I think that was the only case in history it ever happened. If I'm remembering correctly. My brain is very much not remembering right now, but I want to say that sounds right. But you can be there and be with all the logic, and you're like, you get turbulence, and your brain is like, but what if this isn't turbulence? What if we stalled? I don't know, sometimes if the turbulence is too bad, my brain is like, what if we're actually stalling right now? Anyway, back to the game. Oh. We dropped it in the... I have a feeling... Oh, no, that's also... Is that also grape juice? Everyone dropping their juice... Well, I think that's probably blood. Probably both. I think... Because it gets, like, darker and then lighter. Because it's darker... Is it darker over here than it is over here? I mean, these are, like, different colors, but I want to say this part's darker. That's irrelevant. What's this? A travel wallet? But it's not mine. How did someone else's travel wallet wind up in my pocket? My head. Why won't this headache go away? I'll take care of this travel wallet later, or hand it off to an attendant. From earthquakes, like turbulence, to an elevator. How did he get there, then? Like, how did he get there in the first place? The dead body's gonna be in the elevator, because he's not gonna end up taking the elevator. He's gonna, like, do some bullshit and be like, I am the great Miles Edgeworth. I can take an elevator. I can take an elevator. And there's gonna be a dead body in there, and he's like, oh, a dead body. Oh, but I don't have to take the elevator. Calling it now. What am I doing hesitating like this? Actually, I know full well why I hesitate. It was when I was still but a young child. I was caught up in a murder that happened in an elevator. It was unimportant. Don't worry about it. It says nothing about my character today. But for how long am I going to let my past haunt me? Not enough to not walk up 12 flights of stairs every day, multiple times a day. It's just an elevator. I am a grown man now. I need to behave like one. Dead body's gonna be in the elevator. The dead body is in the elevator. Let's go. Yay, we don't have to take the elevator. Let's go. As an elevator hater, I agree with this message. What in the world happened? I don't have to take the elevator. Let's go. And someone thinks I committed the murder. Let's go.
Is there something wrong, sir? I must ask you, please return to your seat. Eat? He's dead!
Please, calm down. We mustn't jump to conclusions without all the facts.
What's wrong? Did something happen? You murder her!
What? No! You have it all wrong. That's not Edgeworth's voice. That's another deeper voice I can do. March 12th. We're still early. Second floor. Okay, so we have this guy's drinking quite a bit. I don't think you should drink that much in the air. Don't think that's a good idea. Because when you get higher in the air, your sensitivity to alcohol decreases. This guy has all of the life, everything. He's pulled down his oxygen mask, so it ain't gonna do shit. He already has his life vest on, so he might get stuck in the airplane in the case that it does have a water ditching. Oh, actually, he might have not already pulled it. I might have just mansplained for no reason, guys. Don't worry. This kid has a bunch of food. I'm getting kind of hungry, and a game system. That looks like an Xbox. And we have a chess set, a law book, tea, and I think that's more tea stuff, and it looks like we're tied up.
Everyone, I am sorry to interrupt, but I have an important announcement. I am one of your flight attendants today. Rohoda Teneiro. Rohoda Tenerio. Unfortunately, we have just had a minor incident on this flight.
I don't think murder is minor. An accident? Don't treat us like we're stupid. We saw a glimpse and it was murder. What? Murder? What's going on with this flight?
Everyone, please calm down. There's no reason to panic. This flight will stay on course and make its scheduled landing.
No, I'm pretty sure they have to land immediately in a case like this. They pretty sure they have to land, they have to divert.
We are currently still in the middle of a rough patch of turbulence.
I want to say they really have to divert because the case I said I wouldn't mention it. I won't mention it.
So until we are out of this area of turbulence, I ask that you please remain seated.
But someone was killed, right? I mean, what about the killer? Let me off. I wanna Google if this case is based off that one flight. But it would probably give me spoilers if I did, so I'm not going to.
Please, there is no need to feel threatened. We have already apprehended the culprit.
Ask it, everyone, please remain calm. What the heck is he talking about? Why should we remain calm? My name is Miles Edgeworth. I am a prosecutor, and I assure you I am not the killer. Then if he's not the killer, then they should be more concerned, because they tied up a random dude and not the guy that killed people. Or the woman that killed people. It's Ace Attorney, you know. Equal rights, equal rights. Ha, being a prosecutor doesn't make you incapable of murder, buddy. You've already been accused of it once. Now you listen here. I am not the killer. I simply found the body.
So you say, however, I'm sure that you are the perpetrator of this crime. I swear on my honor as a professional flight attendant.
That's not something they're trained for. This is not something they're trained for. Oh, is that right?
I know what I saw. And there's even a very strong incriminating evidence to back me up.
It's the wallet we had in our hands, isn't it? It's like, oh, you had that wallet in your hand, so it's gonna be that's his wallet. It was planted on us when we fucking passed out because of the seismophobia. Is that what it's called? Seismophobia? I want to say that's what a fear of earthquakes is called. Like, guess I could, or just our PTSD. I could have just called it PTSD. I had to use a big word though. Edward's rubbing off on me. What kind of incriminating evidence is she talking about?
We've already alerted the proper authorities at our destination.
Oh, is that why Francisca... Is this because Interpol's gonna get involved and that's why Francisca's here? Well, we are probably... We're in the air, though. Or we might be over international waters right now, actually.
Until we land, you will remain in our custody by the powers vested in our captain.
The first officer truly believes you are innocent, but he doesn't matter. And the relief captain also truly thinks you're innocent, but again, that doesn't matter. Only the captain, that's the captain right now, you know, fuck the first officer.
I'm very sorry, but please understand our situation.
Your situation? I'm more concerned with mine as the direction it's going in. You see, I don't have my seatbelt on. I'm not about to sit idly by while I get accused of murder. Also, again, you didn't even put my seatbelt on. I'm gonna pass out from the turbulence, and then I'm just gonna go all the way up here, and then I'm gonna go all the way back down. I'm gonna go all the way up here, and I'm gonna go all the way back down. Because, again, turbulence don't kill people in 2026. But, I mean, if you don't have your seatbelt on, I'm sure if you didn't have your seatbelt on, it was bad enough turbulence, you could get brain damage enough that it could kill you, but it's not gonna take the plane down, is what I'm trying to say. Miss Teneiro, is it?
Yes.
I was wondering, you might give me a chance.
A chance to do what?
A chance to plead my case. And a chance to ask what you mean by incriminating evidence just now. To accuse a passenger of such a grave crime without allowing him to give a proper defense. Can the professional flight attendant inside of you really call this action righteous?
You have a point. Very well. I'll listen to what you have to say. But be wary of what you reveal. Everything can and will be used against you.
Yeah, I know this. I'm a prosecutor.
I'm afraid you'll only look even more suspicious if your explanation fails to satisfy. I also do not have the time to deal with you all day, so please make it quick.
Of course, as you wish.
Good. Very well then. Let's get started.
I know for a fact I didn't kill that man in the elevator. What I don't know is what sort of evidence she has up her sleeve. But I'm certain it doesn't fit with how the crime really occurred. I'm gonna have to expose my PTSD.
I swear to tell the whole truth as a professional flight attendant.
Oh yeah, I forgot perjury doesn't mean shit in this universe.
Unfortunately for you, Master Edgeworth, I am certain you are the killer. The scene I saw in front of the elevator, it was you standing there with fresh blood dripping off the murder weapon. So if you'd please cooperate, we'll turn you over just as soon as we land.
Could a wallet really be used to kill someone? That's it? And that's your evidence?
I don't think you could ask for a more perfect witness testimony. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth?
Not really. It's hardly perfect when there's a gaping hole in it. Okay, I don't need to press that one. I'm gonna start with this one. The murder weapon, dripping with blood. Really now.
I swear that was the grisly scene I saw before me. Thank goodness it wasn't a passenger who saw it, or there'd be widespread panic by now.
They are panicking. As I recall, you were quite panicked yourself at the time.
Excuse me?
You were scared enough to misread the situation and accuse me of murder.
Nonsense! Professional flight attendants cannot afford to be that flustered.
I feel like there's a murder. You're not trained for, like, those types of situations. You're trained, like, you know, to handle stuff in crash, leading up to a crash, in the event of a water ditching, how to handle that out, you know, how to handle after a crash, of course. But I don't think they're trained if there's a murder on board.
I witnessed the murder scene and now I'm listening to your defense, all with a smile.
Oh, you know. Apparently, you also lie with a smile on your face. Land.
Hold it.
I am not the culprit, and yet you would keep these restraints on me.
Mr. Edgeworth, please try to understand what kind of situation you're in right now.
And what exactly is my situation? There's so much alcohol behind him.
And the backing of the captain to keep you bound this way.
Wait, what about the first officer's opinion? And if this is an Atlantic or whatever flight, or a Pacific flight, there is a relief pilot on board. What about his opinion? There might be 2 relief pilots on board. What about their opinions?
We're within our legal rights to restrain anyone who might threaten our captain mid-flight.
What about the first officer? No one's giving a fuck about him.
In essence, you're in the same situation as someone who'd been arrested by the police.
I just ask you to respect the first officer, man. You're not respecting the first officer, and it's pissing me off. So, I am to stay restrained until I can clear all of her doubts. At least I'm close. Her mistake shines like the silver lining on a dark rain cloud. She's not considering the first officer's opinion on this. That's her mistake. I'm going to capture some of that light with evidence. Do you even have any evidence? Oh, we do. Okay. This is what she thinks is the... Just what she thinks is the murder weapon. Yeah, I don't think you can kill someone with a wallet. Yep, it is. Mrs. Teneido. I said Mrs. what?
What is with the yelling all of a sudden?
Force of habit. Well, it doesn't matter. Miss Teneido. You say you saw the murder weapon dripping with blood. Is that correct?
Yes, all that blood. Drip, drip, drip. Just recalling that scene sends a chill down my spine.
Sorry, but your so-called professional flight attendant training has failed you.
What?
I'd like to direct your attention to this. Do you know what this is?
It's a travel wallet, right? But it looks a little big and bulky.
I still don't think it used for murder. The thing you saw me holding when I discovered the dead body in the elevator was this very travel wallet, Miss Teneido. But it's not yours, so it's gonna be an issue.
What? Impossible!
Now then, do you still think I am the killer? That I killed him with the travel wallet?
I saw blood dripping from the wallet. I know I did.
And as you can see, this wallet is clearly stained. But if you'd be so kind as to take a whiff, I think you would agree it's only grape juice. Let's go. Let's go, grape juice time.
Then.
That's right, you mistook grape juice for blood. The murder weapon dripping with blood does not, in fact, exist.
No!
There, that should clear up that pesky accusation.
Wait just a sec! That is... I mean, everyone... Even a wallet could be deadly if it was wrapped around something heavy.
Then why would it have the blood on it?
I demand that you show me what's inside, please.
She's trembling, and a tacked on please at the end. Sounds like I got her. We're gonna have to show the fact that wallet's not yours. There's no need to look inside. Even you can tell from its appearance, it's light.
No, I can't be sure of anything until I see the contents of that wallet for myself, or just...
She is a persistent one. I suppose we have no choice but to see what's inside. Miss Teneido, if you'd be so kind as to open the wallet and check its contents for me.
All right. I usually don't pry into passengers' belongings, but we have no choice here.
It was planted on us. Can I open it? There we go. Oh, we don't belong to that country. We don't live there. Oh no. Yeah, it's not ours. As you saw, there's nothing but a passport inside. This renders your wallet as the murder weapon argument moot. Wouldn't you agree?
Please hear me out, Mr. Edgeworth.
What is it now?
Well, I was wondering, whose passport is it exactly? Can I take a look?
Why not? I'm rather curious myself. Yeah, I knew that. Yeah. What's a P type of person? No. A general... What letter is on a regular passport for the type? Is it like a G? Not, does that mean... I guess that means he's probably someone important. I can't remember what that letter means, but I feel like that's probably something important. I feel like it means he's not a regular dude, but I can't remember what that means.
Just as I thought! This travel wallet belonged to Mr. Abby Hicks.
Ackby Hicks. What type of pun is that? Ackby Hicks. Ackbay? Ackbay Hicks? I can't get the pun.
Which makes it the victim's property. You stole the victim's wallet. Didn't you?
How dare you?
You said it yourself. You claimed to be holding this wallet in your hands when I found you.
Yeah, we did.
Perhaps I did misconstrue the wallet for the murder weapon. But it seems I wasn't wrong about who the culprit is.
Well, now she gets to have logic. Good.
As you claim, the murder weapon is not the travel wallet. However, it is something you stole from Mr. Hicks after you were done with the vile deed. I find it very hard to believe myself, but your motive was very simple. You were out to steal Mr. Hicks' money, weren't you?
Is there money in the wallet? Also, he's fucking rich. He does not need his money. How do we prove to the flight attendant we're loaded? So even though I didn't have the murder weapon on me, you still suspect me, I see. Are we not in first class also?
You stood up at the crime scene with the victim's wallet in your hands. How can I turn a blind eye and not suspect you of foul play?
As you claim, the murder weapon's not a travel wallet. It's something you stole from Mr. Hicks after you were done with the vile deed.
Hold it.
Assumption. You think I stole it.
Yes, I'm very sorry to say it, and I wouldn't usually be so rude, but it must be said. I never thought I'd see the day, but here I am calling a passenger a thief. Maybe I should put on a serious face and say more directly. I believe you removed the wallet from the victim's personage.
It really doesn't matter how you phrase it. What I'd like to know is why you think I stole Mr. Hicks' wallet. You see, Your Honor, we're loaded. You think I was after his money? But where did that cockamamie... One second. Cockamamie... Cockamamie... I don't know that word. Idea come from? Edward, stop using big words.
True, but you were also a passenger in first class, but...
See, I'm very loaded at home.
I thought something was off about you, and those deeply etched lines on your forehead.
I have a very stressful job, that's why I'm loaded. They're not lines, they're perfectly normal and part of my natural face.
See, you're like 60, sir.
I am 26.
I don't think I've ever met someone with such a terrible...
No.
counter-announce on a flight before.
We're having a very normal reaction to all of this.
And that's when it hit me. You have the face of someone with money trouble.
She really is making a fool of herself, pursuing this line of logic. I should spare her and present a piece of evidence that contradicts her testimony. Okay, what do I have a feeling that is where I want to present it. Oh wait, yeah, you had money around him. Yeah, I forgot about the war. I wonder if I might get a word in, Mrs. Teneiro.
What is it now?
Miss Teneiro. I wonder if you noticed a contradiction with your own testimony.
What are you talking about?
It's simply impossible that the motive for this murder was monetary theft. Also, I'm just realizing she thought the wallet was the murder weapon, but Edgeworth still had access to it? That's a little concerning. I don't feel like she should have done that. One glance at the crime scene should have told you that. He has the money surrounding him. And his cards. Not the money. I don't know, all the money on the floor? What money do you want me to... Am I not... May direct... Oh, I didn't have to click on them. Okay. If I may direct your attention to the things strewn all over the floor. Ah! That's right. The floor is covered in bills and coinage. Just use normal words, Edgeworth. By your rationale, these were the very things the killer was after.
Ah!
I think we can assume after the wallet that the wallet fell during the victim's struggle with the killer. And I would think the killer would have noticed something like the money scattering everywhere. Furthermore, as you can see, there's no effort made by the killer to gather the money.
But, the wallet!
Yes, the wallet. You also recall that the only thing in it was Mr. Hicks' passport. If you are really insisting that it was a crime based on greed, and you're claiming it was all for an empty travel wallet, what the fuck could I do with his passport?
Forgive me! Please?
Hey, what the heck? Are you saying the attendant's wrong? Oh no, that guy that we finally just got introduced there back there looks awfully suspicious. The one right here that just showed up. So that guy isn't the killer? Huh, don't believe it, everyone. It's a trick. Nah. Will you all please be quiet? Miss Teneiro.
Yes?
You lost your cool when you saw the dead body. Plus, the lounge was dark and looking into the light from the elevator. It's easy to see how you mistook the wallet in my hand for the murder weapon. We're defending her, okay. I take no offense you thought I was the killer.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Thank you for releasing me. That's hieroglyphics. What is this now? That's not the right voice. Oh. I'm not expected to read that, right? Miss Tenedo, if you could please translate, I'd be much obliged.
It sounds like
Borginian.
But I don't understand any of it. There's another attendant on this flight who...
I said he's giving the runabout. I don't require an interpreter. I speak English just well, see? You, the attendant.
Yes, sir.
I want this person to be under arrest until we arrive at the airport. And based off what evidence? I'm sorry, sir, but what exactly are you hoping for? What is it you want? I'm finished talking to the likes of you. Please, I would like to hear why would you like me to be held under arrest until we land. You, how dare you try to waste my time? You're the one who stuck your nose into my affairs. I wanted to spend even at least 1 second more with my precious art. It's right there. I have no time for other things. Did you not book 2 seats? I know what you are. I see through you. Insolvent. Yes, I'm pretty sure that's how you say it in English. Well, I should hope I'm not monetarily bankrupt. But I don't think that's what you meant. I'm sorry, but I don't think I caught your name. I'm Zinc LeBlanc II. I'm a very wealthy man from Borginia. But I'm not an ordinary rich man. I'm an art dealer, a rich seller of beauty. Maybe you don't want to. Wait a minute, what the fuck? Hold up. What? No, what is this in the corner? License to love, laugh, maim, and murder. And a plane in the background. I know this is a joke, but the idea of it being on an actual flight is, like, ridiculous.
Mr. LeBlanc, what did you mean just now?
Pardon?
When you said that Mr. Edgeworth was giving me the runabout.
I have to explain? Unbelievable. I will say it once and only once. I did not have even a second to waste. Time is money, as they say. Yeah, we're stuck on a plane for a while. You're not gonna get off this plane any sooner. Unless you, like, do something to suspect yourself, which, I don't know, man, I feel like it's kind of suspicious, not gonna lie. Yes, and yet you continued to blather on. I saw it, yes I did. I saw the victim go onto the elevator. Going down to the lounge. It was exactly at 6 o'clock.
And what's the significance of that time?
At 6, he says. Wait, you saw him at 6?
Ah, what's the matter, Mr. Edgeworth?
He understands, I see. Miss Attendant, what time did you discover the body?
Well, it was a little after that patch of turbulence, I'd say around 6:15. Ah.
Hicks was his name, was it? Then I say that man Hicks was killed in the 15-minute time span. The only person in the lounge at that time was this prosecutor, yes? Yeah, I was in my seat the whole time. Me too. I was watching the movie, enjoying a fine glass of grape juice, and only, like, one of them, absolutely. I was still eating. I still haven't finished, see? The other passengers have an alibi, so you have no problem with them, I suppose. No complaint, I see. Not a single word against this, right? I have no way of discounting what you put forth at this point, but it wasn't me. Oh, so you say. But do you have what you say, the evidence? Here is me being officially diagnosed with PTSD, and I do not step foot in elevators because of... Oh, wait, no, we had to take the elevator to go down. There has to be stairs. We had to have taken the stairs the first time, right?
Mr. Edgeworth, are you really the culprit after all?
Mr. LeBlanc, I assure you. I suppose you are quite certain what you saw, enough to give testimony. Of course, I was looking at that man the whole time. He was playing with that annoying little, small machine the whole time. Machine. Yes, that's what you people call it in English, yes? It was making me crazy with the click, click, click. From that description, it sounds like some sort of small computer.
I believe what Mr. LeBlanc is talking about is a cell phone.
And they still use flip phones.
I
I have to say that I did see him playing with it quite a bit myself. No, we have no service up here, and they still use flip phones. We got nothing from that. A simple cell phone, a laptop, or an organizer I can see, but that's kind of low budget. I hate that little noisy machine in his hand. Not a fragment of beauty. All it produces is ugly sounds. Anyway, I know what I saw. Miss Teneiro.
Yes?
I was wondering if I might be granted permission to examine the crime scene.
What? You want to examine the crime scene?
If you would grant me a little measure of time, I'm sure I can produce the real culprit. I don't like the sound of that. Fox in the duck pen. Yes, I think that's how you say it in English. It's Fox guarding the henhouse, and I believe my innocence was proven earlier. And if I'm given the chance, I can clear up all the remaining doubts. Miss Teneiro, if you wait until we arrive, there's a good chance that some evidence will have been destroyed by then.
I understand. Let me see what the captain has to say.
Ha, this should not be approved.
Please, Mr. LeBlanc, in an emergency, all decisions are to be made by the captain alone.
Not necessarily. The captain has the final say, but it's very encouraged for everyone in the crew to give their opinions because the captain might miss something. Crew resource management is very important, everyone, okay?
Now please wait here while I go ask the captain what to do.
Please use crew resource management.
I'll be right back.
Please use crew resource management. Why do I keep saying that word wrong? You are not planning to erase evidence when you are doing your investigation, yes? Of course not. Ha, we'll see.
Mr. Edgeworth, you have the captain's permission to investigate the crime scene.
What? Unbelievable! I'm in your debt, Miss Teneiro.
However, there's one condition. I am to supervise you. Can you agree to that?
Of course, I see no problem with that stipulation. It's only natural, as I am still a suspect in this case. Grr.
I take full responsibility and will watch Mr. Edgeworth's every move. I hope this is reassurance enough that there will be no foul play. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, shall we proceed? If you should need my help with anything, feel free to use tag.
Time to head to the scene of the crime, the first floor lounge. Is there stairs? I would like to take these stairs. I would like to take these stairs. Is there stairs? I would like to take these stairs. Can I take the stairs? That leads to the emergency escape hatch. You can't go there mid-flight. What's the probability that the criminal escaped through here?
100%.
No, they didn't.
Oh, let me finish my thought. I'm 100% certain they didn't.
Yeah, no shit. I'm searching for an answer. Only complete thoughts need apply. Is there stairs? I would like to take the stairs. Excuse me, but may I have a word with you? You there.
If you need something, please ask Mr. Gahoda over there, okay?
What the? Hey, wake up, you.
I'm terribly sorry she's being so rude, Mr. Edgeworth.
No need for you to apologize. I just find it hard to believe she's asleep on the job. If I were her boss, I'd see to it that her salary was cut so low that it was in the red. Yeah, that was a very Edgeworth. Yeah. Every moment of silence for Gumshoe, everyone. Moment of silence. I don't want to talk to this guy, but I will. Mr. LeBlanc seems to be protecting the Gargantuan vase on the chair rather closely. It's a marvelous vase.
Vase though, isn't it? Yes, I dare say so as a professional attendant.
I don't think there's any real connection between a piece of art and being an attendant.
But not just any old attendant. I'm a professional flight attendant. I don't insult the people.
As though there was such a thing as an amateur flight attendant. I would like some crab, thank you.
Did you find your meal to be, Mr. Edgeworth?
Come to think of it, I forgot all about it. I must have been asleep or something.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Let me prepare you something right away.
What are you apologizing for, Mrs. Teneiro?
I failed in my professional duties by letting a passenger go hungry. Please help yourself. If you see anything to your fancy, feel free.
Yes, I would love a crab right now. I think I'll take my time later after I've solved this case, thanks. This is the victim seat. This was Mr. Hicks' seat. I don't think the machine Mr. LeBlanc was talking about.
Perhaps it's in the elevator.
Let's not go into the elevator. We should probably head down to the crime scene now. No. No.
Don't get near me, you criminal!
You said don't get near me, you criminal! Yes, I can hear it. I'm not the killer, and I intend to prove that starting now. But that's contrary to the facts.
He says, but that's contrary to the facts.
I can understand his English just fine. Thank you very much. Hey, miss, how about another glass? Excuse me, but I was wondering if you know anything about the murder. How about it? How about a glass together? I'm sorry, but I must decline. I wasn't talking to you. I was asking the cute attendant.
I'm sorry, but I'm on the clock right now. If you need a refill, I'd be happy to bring you another glass at any time.
I really think he should be cut off. You got it, Toots. That's no way to talk to a lady. If I may have a word with you. This steak, so awesome. That's great to hear. However, I'd like to ask you a few questions. I was here the whole time, so wouldn't know. Eat or speak, please. Pick one. Okay. I
think he chose to eat.
Yes, I can hear that. Can I deduce anything? Yes, the blue and red chess set. And you see, I have no pieces down. That's right, I was in the middle of recreating a chess game with myself.
Just an observation, but aren't there too many red knights around that lone blue pawn?
Nonsense. It simply shows the blue pawn is no match for the red knight's might. Oh, my snail is still going. The snail is still going. I was like, what if I just continue this down? I have to go in the I don't want to go in the elevator. Do I have to? Do I have to go in the elevator? Is there another way down? It's not giving me an option to go in the elevator. Can I go down this way? Ooh, yeah, I can take the stairs. Let's go. Yeah, naturally. I mean, the elevator is also the crime scene, but yeah, we're not going to take the elevator. Yeah, that would do that. I want to thank you for your help back there, and this is Teneiro. You calling her Mrs.
It was nothing. You should thank the captain for granting you permission. And just so everything is perfectly clear, I still don't trust you. Also, you cannot go to the flight deck. Yeah, no shit. No trauma for him. He was about to take the elevator earlier. He was like, guess I have to take the elevator. And then luckily for him, there was a dead body in the elevator, so he didn't have to. I still don't trust you. Your standing with me hasn't changed one iota. Also, he passed out from the turbulence. Probably will again. I see, I will bear that in mind. I'm calling it he will pass out again from the turbulence. I received an order from the captain earlier. He wanted to know that we reserve the right to stop your investigation if we feel you are not making progress. Oh, great. We do. He asked you please return to your seat at that time. So my time runs out in his and his crew's discretion, does it? Find a way to discredit Mr. LeBlanc's testimony before time's up. I understand. By the way, is there any place you can think of where the killer might hide on board? I don't think so. After every first-class passenger was accounted for at his or her seat, we made a thorough search of the plane. As for business and economy class, no one can move between those two classes in first class without a staff key card. And we found no record of a key card being used at all. Which means I have a first-class killer on my hands. At least, pun intended. At least I know that much for sure. The other thing, no one else has been allowed near the crime scene since the murder was discovered earlier. Now then, let's get started. But where should we start from? Let's start with Mr. LeBlanc's statements. The crime occurred between 6 a.m. and 6:15 a.m. He's gonna have a watch on him. During that interval, the only person in the lounge was myself, which would make me the prime suspect. However, since I did not kill Mr. Hicks, it means that the killer was around somewhere. If we are to believe what you say is true, then yes. The first order of business will be to gather information to win your trust. You see, this is where I pass the fuck out.
for over 10 minutes. What floor is this elevator service?
Only the first, second, although it can also go down to the cargo hold. Never that requires a flight crew key card.
So the only floors accessible to passengers are the first and second, huh? I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking cranny. I got this card here. Money is strewn all over the floor and of the elevator. I would guess it was all in Mr. Hicks' wallet at some point. What about this card? Oh, is it this all one piece of evidence? Okay. What about this? There's this sinister-looking figure on the floor here.
Oh, that's the piggy bank of our company mascot, Captain Ugo. It's just one of the many pieces of merchandise we sell at our in-flight shop.
Why the... Okay.
This bank is a limited edition and is so popular that we're down to our last one.
You have an in-flight shop.
Yes, it's just beyond the lounge to the right. The shutter to the store is closed at the moment, but it was open the whole flight up until Mr. Hicks' body was discovered.
There's blood on here. Could have been the murder weapon. Probably. He has a lanyard on. Maybe a lanyard? Wonder what was hanging off of this lanyard. Something's missing from this picture. Now if we could just put my finger on it. What about this up here? Is it? I can't go up here, damn it. Okay. The rest of the body? There's something sticking out of this pocket. I hope you won't mind if I take a look what's inside. It's a picture. It looks like it was taken inside a building somewhere. Oh, there's his phone on his lanyard. Okay, the deuce. The spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold. He's missing his phone. I don't know, but I'm gonna try it. No, damn it. This crime scene completely contradicts this piece of evidence. Just go urethra time.
I'm sorry, but where?
I see the truth here in my mind's eye. I'll try to explain in simpler fashion for you.
Alright.
Seeing this from the screen in front of me. Your piece of evidence. Oh, I didn't read that right. So the fact is, phone is missing. Next thing, the crime since I hold. No, wait, no, I don't want my prosecutor's badge. No, I don't want to give my prosecutor's badge. Sorry, but where? Oh, come on. I don't have that much evidence. What the fuck else could it be? It cannot be my prosecutor. It's gonna be my prosecutor's badge or some bullshit. I'm calling it now. Wait. Is it different from the photo at all? I don't think so. The fuck? Is there some evidence I missed? I missed something. Did I go here too early? I came here too early, didn't I? I needed to get something else. I went here too early, yeah. These bottles and glasses must have been broken by the turbulence. There's quite a bit of broken glass here. Please be careful in passing through.
Thank you very much for the warning, Mr. Edgeworth. And no matter how kind you are towards me, no, it does not clear up any suspicions I have about you.
I wasn't warning you for the sake of clearing up my name. Store over here. This door leads to the
flight attendant's room, but please understand soft limits to unauthorized personnel.
The room is giving off the scent of women's perfume. One would think that perfume would smell great, however, to me it simply smells. Give me 1 second, everyone. Just give me one. Give me 1 second, everyone. I'm getting it ready. I'm getting it ready. If anyone would like to buy me a Steam Deck for my birthday, it's welcome, but anyway.
Ha! Gay!
Yeah, Edgeworth, we can tell. Anyway, back to the game. Not that I have any interest in what lies beyond this door. Because it's a women's room. Yes, Edgeworth, we get it. We get it. We get it, Edgeworth. We get it. We know you're not straight. Except for that one guy that made that one animation. But the rest of us know you're not straight.
Perhaps we should return to the investigation, Mr. Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth?
Sorry, I spaced out for a second there. He was thinking about how much he doesn't care for women. Let's stay in here. This toppled over chair, yet another victim of the turbulence.
No, look at all that grape juice staining the back. You may not look it, but this chair was extremely valuable.
It was.
Yes, it was used when the Rocker Pals came on toward this plane. The Rocker Pals leader sat in this very chair.
I'm sorry, boy, these Rocker Pals.
Can't believe you never heard of them. They're all the rage. The Rocker Pals are an extremely popular international band. They had the Pals as part because they became more popular, especially among teens. They were just called Rocker? That's a terrible name for a band. That explains it. I'm not really one for the music of today. Oh yeah, doesn't he canonically, like, trot? He canonically likes the Hando choga, Inane hando chogwaya. Doesn't he canonically like trot? I don't know, I feel like he does. Maybe I should ask Detective Gumshoe about it later. On second thought, I can already see how confusing the conversation would get. What or who is this? This is a bronze statue of the founder of Go-Yo Airlines, Mr. Ugo Hughes.
Oh wait, that's a no. Shoot. Oh, what's his name? I can tell who that's a reference to. I can't remember their name right now. It was just called Hughes Airline, right? Give me 1 second. Please tell me I'm remembering this correctly and I'm not looking like a dumbass. I'm double checking this. I'm really hoping I'm not looking stupid. Yep, and this is the one with DB Cooper. Okay. Yep, that's the flight with, yeah, Hughes Airlines is the one with DB Cooper. Okay. And, I want to say the other crash was just a mid-air collision. I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it like that. I meant in, I don't think the Ace Attorney creators cared making this case about the mid-air collision. I think they were focused on DB Cooper.
This one on the left is him when he was in his 40s, and the other is of him in his 80s.
The man aged it all over those 4 decades. Maybe I need to squint more. A pity that the bronze statue knows not when a good drink has been spilt at his feet.
This is a statue of our founder, Mr. Ugo Hughes, who's a big fan of grape juice. I'm sure he'd be thrilled if he knew how much grape juice was here at his feet.
Is that a hint of hero worshipping I detect? I haven't found any evidence. Glasses and candles thrown into disarray by the turbulence.
It's been a while since I've seen this big of a mess. It's terribly embarrassing, but I thought it was an earthquake for a second.
Yeah, me too.
And I frantically started searching for gas valves to shut off.
I guess the shaking of the plane was bad enough to be mistaken for a real earthquake. Not that I would know, since I was unconscious for most of it. I was gonna say not that I would know, because there's no difference to me, but that works as well. These counter windows offer a glimpse of the sky, but these clouds, they tell me nothing. Mr. Edgeworth? You look like you're talking to the clouds. Is that so? Then tell me what you suppose I said to them.
I don't know, but it looked like a rather one-sided conversation.
The clouds, they tell me nothing. Okay. These are a few copies of the Sky magazine in the magazine rack.
This month's special is an English trivia quiz.
That's not a bad idea. I've heard that the youth of today don't know a participle from a particle from a participle.
No, please don't go around confusing people with made-up words, Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh. Okay.
Who's ever heard of such a silly word as participle?
I think of participle significantly more than I think of particle when it comes to English, but okay. I think that's not that I think of it necessarily with English. I'd say I think of the word participle significantly more when I'm like, ah, yes, you see, Nihongo. But whatever. Okay, what about this?
This grand piano is the pride of this plane. It can play the music of whatever CD we insert into its CD drive.
That's not a piano. It's more like an overgrown music box.
Ah, but its keys to press along with the music as though there really is someone playing it.
Some people have entirely too much money to waste on overly complex toys. I mean, I don't know, I guess they would have to... What about this? I guess they would have to do something with, they'd have to hire a guy.
The in-flight shop is just beyond these shutters. We don't have permission to open them, so I'm afraid I must leave them closed.
There must still be clues to be found here in the lounge. I must remain ever so vigilant. Did we not go over, like, everything? Okay. 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 It must be some piece. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, there's something on here I didn't get. I doubt anyone was expecting to find a dead body on the elevator of this flight.
So Mr. Hicks, he's really dead?
Yes. She's trembling, although I can't fault her for that when there's a corpse right there.
Mr. Hicks, if you're really dead, then please answer yes.
Sorry, needing a minute. I see. She's over the trembling now. Although a new symptom seemed to have appeared. Anyway, I should focus on this victim's body. Let's see. There's blood on the back of Mr. Hicks' head. Could this be the cause of death? He appears to have been struck very hard. No answer, then he must be alive. Yep. Okay, there's the evidence I probably need. Even his glasses are broken. Oh. There's some spilled grape juice in front of the elevator. I assume it was spilled during the turbulence.
Oh, we must clean this up or someone else might get hurt.
Aha.
What is it, Mr. Edgeworth?
I found some very important evidence. Let's go. That's what I kind of needed. What's the important piece of evidence in this scene? It's not that. It's not that. Is it the fact it's broken, right? Did they hit... Oh, yes. It's the fact he was hit in the back of his head.
I'm not sure what's so important about that, Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh, I didn't do that right. No, obviously it's not the... Oh my god, the footsteps! I'm so stupid! I was so focused. Obviously... I didn't even notice the footsteps! I didn't notice them. I didn't notice them at all. I was so focused. I was so focused on the fact that he was probably killed by this bottle being hit. Like, my brain is like, oh, he got killed by the bottle hitting him in the head, not the murder weapon we thought of before. But no, it's the footsteps. I'm a dumbass.
Take that.
What is it?
They're a little smudged, but I think we can both agree these are a set of footprints.
So you think?
Yes, these belong to our killer.
Oh, then maybe we should check the shoe sizes of everyone in first class.
I don't think they'll be of any help to us. Unfortunately, the prints are too smudged, which would make them hard to get a definitive match.
Oh, I see.
What evidence do we have again? No, we got nothing new. That's great. I gotta use logic, don't I? Is it logic time? Where was the killer? I'll start with this one. The grape juice probably. I probably wanted to save before this. The piece of... You know, yeah, I really should save. Where's the save button?
Where's the save button? Save again?
G. Okay, back to this. Did I miss something? Is it over here? No. I'm gonna use logic here, I think. Probably this. Okay, there we go, I got something. A statue with blood lying on it next to the body of a man who was beaten to death.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, I think I figured something out.
Yes, what is it?
The way the blood is on this, it looks like it matches up with the wound on his head.
Well, aren't we deserving of the Master of the Obvious title?
Well, what do you think, Mr. Edgeworth?
Don't you think it's worth investigating? That's what I was just fucking doing. He's so annoyed. Like, he's so pissed. He has a strap on his neck, but there's no ID attached to it. It's actually not... Can I pull up my evidence right now? It's actually not an ID, it's his phone. His phone's what's missing. So, they still use flip phones, in case you forgot. It would appear that this figurine is our murder weapon.
Oh, I just knew it! I mean, I can't think of any other connection.
Perhaps Master of the Obvious would be more befitting. Okay. I already did this one, right? Try this. Oh, there we go. Sure, there wasn't anyone else in the lounge other than myself right before the turbulence. But if the killer was in the elevator alongside the victim, then that's a different story. In the elevator with Hicks, and then that should be the one with the spilled grape juice. And they walked away. There we go. I have it.
I'm sorry, but I don't understand, Mr. Edgeworth.
I can prove that someone other than myself was here around the time of the murder.
What? But really?
Yes, it's rather simple, actually. The proof is in the pudding, or rather the grape juice in this case, because, you know, again, we can't say alcohol. These footsteps here confess to me this very fact. That someone exited the elevator alive. Seeing as how the victim is dead, that would mean a second person.
But couldn't the footprints be from Mr. Hicks himself?
No, you... This doesn't have grape juice on the bottom of the soul, so there's that. But if you take a look at our victim soon, you can see his souls are swallowing. Which means Mr. Hicks wasn't alone in the elevator. In fact, it's quite the opposite. There's actually one other person inside the elevator. Can I deduce yet? Spot somehow connected. God, I hope it's this. Crime scene completely. No! I don't feel confident it's this. What else logic can I do? Give me logic. Oh, I can't do logic. Actually. Can I not do anything with this keycard spot right there? What about the keycard spot up there? I still can't get to that, right? The thing that his phone was attached to? I tried that earlier and it didn't work. This didn't work, this didn't work, this didn't work. Try this. Did I not try one of these? Am I still missing this piece of evidence? What's my evidence again? I'm not. I really, you know, at this point, do I just get my fucking prosecutor's badge? I tried this. Did I try this one? Am I doing this too early? There's nothing else. No. I feel like I'm going insane. It has to be his phone missing. But I already tried this. I already tried it, right? That was the first thing I tried. Was it not? Is it the fact... Do I need to, like... I'm going insane. I'm going insane. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. I'm going insane, right? No, I didn't mean to click that. Action is difficult there. It has to be this. It has to be his phone. It has to be his phone. I'm so confused. So confused. I'm gonna... Can I maybe not taking off this lanyard? If I could just put my finger on it. Can I throw out my evidence really quickly? Can I... I can't do anything with this, can I? Wonder what's hanging off this lanyard. Something's missing. There's no way it's not. Struck very hard, even though his glasses are broken. Yeah, I don't... What the hell? Can you click deduce while aiming at the lanyard? Can I? But somehow connected it. I was clicking the wrong spot, was I? If I... Mr. X machine is... Thank you, Kanta. You helped me from going fucking insane. Funny how that works. Yes. Okay, anyway, it doesn't matter. We got past it. That's all that matters. I didn't think where I clicked deduce. Yeah, but that makes sense, yeah. Mr. Hicks' machine is nowhere to be found. His machine? His cell phone, Miss Tenairo. I guess because it's not here. Yes, I think we can safely deduce the killer took it. Oh, there we go. We're free. Okay. Oh, I only got somewhat healed. That's great. Lovely. What's going on over there? No, he's screaming at us. Unforgivable. This is unforgivable. Do you understand what I'm saying? The movie is late. The same level as bad as if the plane arrived late. But the movie... What? I will not talk to you anymore. You are just wasting my time. What's the matter, Mr. LeBlanc? There's no emergency. Please return to your seat, sir. Not tell me what to do. I need not to sit down. Well, Mr. Prosecutor, did you prove you are innocent yet? If you would like, I will prove my innocence to you right now. I think this is like the last thing I'll do, then I'll end it for today. What nonsense? Are you saying my eyewitness testimony is mistaken? Not mistaken, merely as there is no room for doubt. I'd be most honored if you could please tell me what you saw in detail once more. Fine, suit yourself. Can I save really quickly? Do. I'm certain I saw Mr. Hicks enter that elevator. It was when the needles in my pocket watch pointed to 6 and the 12. The body was discovered 15 minutes after in the lounge. Yes? Then you, the only person in the lounge at that time, must be the criminal. Mr. DeBlanc's conclusions seem to make logical sense. After all, only person in the lounge at the supposed time the murder was me. So my eyewitness testimony. If you think you can destroy it, then come, let's see. Hurry, like a man who's having time to wait for you. Why is he... That's not... I'm gonna press him for this before I throw the evidence at him. That's the most mistaken way of thinking I've ever heard of. Oh, he doesn't even have a hold it voice. No, 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 your silly opinion is what's mistaken.
Please calm down, the both of you. In a sense, you are both mistaken.
Well, if that isn't the pot calling the kettle black, then I don't know what is. He certainly has a lot of confidence in his testimony. Push comes to shove, I may need to press him for more information. Okay, that didn't do anything, so I'm just gonna try presenting the things as you see me. Mr. LeBlanc, could you please take a look at this piece for me? American dollars? I see it's worth around 9. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Were you not intending to sell it to me? Okay. How... I'm gonna do the rest of the pressing first. It is true I found the victim's body at 6:15.
That's when I found the two of them as well.
You see, all that matches my testimony. Actually, I'm gonna start from this direction, yeah. Oh wait, I didn't mean to click present. Mr. LeBlanc, were you able to get a good look at the inside of the elevator at the time? Of course, I saw what was inside. And you are sure the victim was in the elevator alone? Yes, the only person inside the elevator was Mr. Hicks, man. The outburst, but it's more important to let go. Okay, there we go. There we go. Yeah, I should have just waited and pressed at the right time. That would be helpful. Mr. LeBlanc, what is it? There's a very glaring contradiction in your testimony. What do you mean? Please look at the area in front of the elevator. There, at the spilled grape juice. Yes, and will you admit you also spilled it with the blood? No, it spilled itself during the turbulence. But the interesting thing here is a set of grape juice footprints. Footprints? Yeah, I missed them too, man. It's okay. Yes, the one that leads from within the elevator out into the lounge itself. It's evidence that proves that someone other than Mr. Hicks exited the elevator alive. Oomph. There must have been another person in the elevator with Mr. Hicks. Now then, I'm done playing games. Why don't you tell us the truth? No. Elusive footprints, yeah.
Can you please translate for us?
No way, that's totally impossible. I guess that's what he said. No way, that's totally impossible. I know there was no other person in there. I saw it with my own eyes.
Do you want to know what I think, Mr. Edgeworth? I don't think Mr. LeBlanc is lying to us.
Suppose she's right. He doesn't seem to be lying. But then what does it mean? What about this contradiction? Mr. LeBlanc, please, just once more, will you recall the details of what you witnessed for me? Okay, I'll finish his testimonies and I'll stop. I was very upset when Mr. Hicks passed by my seat. I was always checking the time over and over again. I happened to follow that man with my eyes when he passed me. I saw clearly into the elevator he was entering, but I swear there was no one else inside. No one.
Mr. LeBlanc, if you would please calm down.
What, dare you have an issue with my eyewitness testimony?
No, not at all. Please forget I said anything.
Yet again, he doesn't appear to be lying, but I can't let this testimony stand as the truth. I'm gonna be smart and press all of them. I was very upset. Why were you upset? Probably the clicking. So are you still upset now? I'm always upset. The only time I'm not when I have a piece of art in my hands. It's surprisingly easy to believe that about him. But I was even more upset when Mr. Hicks walked by me. Why were you checking the time? Why are you so attentive to the time? Because something unforgivable was happening. Come to think of it, you were yelling about something unforgivable earlier. I was giving a complaint to the attendant about the movie's starting time. Return back to me at my time, in money. You understand the point. Movie? Is he talking about the in-flight one that's mentioned in the magazine? Summary of the plot and its start time. Interesting. Oh, the flight thing. That is the movie they show on the flight. Damn, okay. They're supposed to show License to Love, Laugh, Maim, and Murder. Yeah, okay. I cannot see that movie in my country. You can only see it on international flights. I look forward greatly to that movie. I checked my pocket watch whenever possible so I would not miss it. I even set my pocket watch to the destination time when I came on board. So my watch is not wrong. It matched the schedule. But the movie is still late. Very, very late. There was a murder. Your pocket watch? I'd like to ask you a little more about that, if that's alright. You see, again, there was a murder on board. I wanted to see it would not start, so I checked my pocket watch many, many times. It's different, so I'll just... Smoothie you mentioned? It's the one listed in the Sky magazine. Yes! I was so looking forward to watching License to Love, Math, Maim, and Murder. Miss Tenaido, was this movie shown on this flight? Yes, it was shown at the scheduled time! Isn't it possible you simply slept through it by accident? Nonsense, you doubt me? No, now stop pointing at me like that. That's a gun. We can do that. Odd, how could he miss a movie he was clearly hoping to see? My pocket watch, so I know for sure. Nason's time.
Hold it.
Are we operating our destination's time? Are you sure about what you just testified, Mr. LeBlanc? Yes, of course. I'm a very busy man. I'm immediately busy when I land. I have many places to go and no time to waste adjusting my pocket watch. I see. That was a very valuable statement you just made. Flatter me all you want, but you'll not get 1 cent out of me. That's all right. All I require is a piece of testimony. My eyes when you passed me. I think we already pressed this one, but since you only happened to see him, is it possible you missed something in that glance? Even if it only happened, I did not miss a thing. And how can you be so sure? Just because? I would appreciate if you didn't take my life so lightly with the simple just because. Well, I was only making a joke. I saw Mr. Hicks, alright? I think the one that popped up is what I need to do that. But I don't know what... There's some issue with him having his phone in the destination time, right? I think it could be what? Could be flight itinerary, passing in the skies, flight itinerary. All time correspond by departure. Yep, that's how flights work. See, I was questioning it was a little weird, but I think it's how flights work, yes. I've never been on a flight. Fool thinks he said the plane he thinks the plane is at the destination time. Yeah, I've never heard of a plane being at the destination time. Mr. LeBlanc, you said this just now in your testimony. I even set my pocket watch to destination time when I came on board. Departure time zone. Now, if your watch has been set to our destination time zone, it would mean that your watch is displaying the time of our destination. Yes, and the correct time is worth 6 cents. I would like you to take a look at this. If you would believe the Sky magazine, clocks in on this flight run in accordance with the time of our departure time zone as flights work, yes. Of course, the movie schedule is also created with that in mind. Miss Tenaido, for confirmation's sake, what time zone is this flight aligned in right now?
Well, we made a short stop at the transfer point.
That's right, I was in that small Asian country, the Republic of Zhengfa.
But we didn't readjust our onboard clocks at that time. So right now we are still running on
Borginian time. Sense. This should clear up all the remaining accusations.
So this basically widens the time frame for the time of death, right?
By about 3 hours, yes. Yes, because Mr. LeBlanc saw the victim enter the elevator at 3 a.m., it means the time of death could be anywhere from 3 to 6:15 a.m. The question now is, where was Mr. Hicks during that span of time, and what was he doing? Oh my god, something to say. And you are?
Yeah, I'm Cami Mile. I'm a flight attendant.
And what is it you wish to say?
Well, I think your story is a little different from how I remember it. What do you mean, Cami? I saw Mr. Hicks sitting in his seat at 5 a.m., you know.
What? How can you be so sure of the time?
Oh, that's right. He pushed his call button while we were parked at the transfer point.
4 and 5 a.m. We asked you all passengers remain on board. The stop we made for our refueling and cargo transfer in Zhengfa, correct?
Yes, it was from 4 to 5 a.m. according to our clocks.
And during that time, did any of the passengers leave, or did new one board this flight?
No. Not a single person got off or on in Zhengfa.
And about the flight's crew?
The few who were handling the cargo transfer might have temporarily gotten on or off. But eventually everyone, including Cami and myself, came back on the plane.
So basically, I can assume that no one left or got on since our initial takeoff. Interesting. I should keep that in mind. Yeah, and I answered its call. I can tell you Mr. Ackby Hicks was there in his seat when we took off again at 5 a.m. Alright then, let's put the line of time of murders between 5 and 6:15 a.m. Okay, and now, what time did you come into the lounge, Mr. Edgeworth? And I remember coming down here almost as soon as we left the Republic of Zhengfa. As soon as you let me. You were here the whole time from 5, yes? You're only one who could have been the killer.
Mr. Edgeworth? Were you really here in the lounge the entire time from 5 onwards?
Unfortunately, yes. But then how do we explain the footprints? Is it not obvious? The man who waited for Mr. Hicks here in the lounge waited to kill him, and they put the corpse in the elevator. That's when the turbulence happened. My eyewitness testimony may have been mistaken, but what time I saw Mr. Hicks enter the elevator on the second floor does not matter. Because the entire incident concluded here in this lounge. I thought it concluded in the elevator. Everything happened in this lounge? Is that what you really believe, Mr. LeBlanc? What, do you have another idea? I simply feel there's something out of place in the scenario you presented. Something I can tie this crime to a location at this lounge. I really don't think it's my prosecutor's badge. Picked up on the floor of the elevator. Body found. Hit on the back of head. Shows movies now. Found in the victim's pocket. Hicks. It's found in the in-flight shop, so maybe this one? You can connect it to the shop. The murder weapon, this little piggy bank, is sold at the in-flight shop. It is sold there and only there, and not displayed here in this lounge. How then did it find its way here? Don't you find that a tiny bit suspicious? Such a trivial point. Only means you prepared it, taking it from the shop first before coming here. Doesn't prove you're innocent at all. There's no way to win with this man.
If I may.
What is it?
You see, well, it's just as Mr. Edgeworth says.
Oh, and what do you know this so well?
Well, it's just that the piggy bank was there in the shop. I saw it with my own eyes.
And when was this?
It was maybe around 5:40 a.m.
Isn't that just before we hit that patch of turbulence?
That's right.
You were in the shop just before the turbulence?
Yes, I was.
Come to think of it, Miss Teneiro, when I found the body, I believe you came out of that door.
Yes, I did.
And what is that beyond that door?
That's the flight attendant's room.
Then you were on the first floor.
Yes. And to do something at the shop and in the flight attendant's room. So I went to the shop first, then to the flight attendant's room.
Are you saying you passed by me at some point?
Yes, you seemed really into the issue of Sky Magazine you were reading at the time. I didn't suppose you noticed me walking by.
I vaguely recall someone walking by, but I didn't take notice of who it was. I mean, he was also drinking at the time. At least somewhat, so.
Anyway, the piggy bank was definitely there at the shop when I went there.
Why did you go to the shop in the first place?
I went there for a work-related matter.
Work, you say?
Yes, the upkeep of the shop is also one of my responsibilities.
Why did you not say anything about that until now is what I want to know. In any case, I believe it is clear that the shop needs to be investigated as well.
Shall we head over there then?
What is it now?
Aren't you forgetting something, Miss Rhoda? Don't you need the captain's permission to check the shop? No, I haven't forgotten. But I've already asked him for permission to search the entire plane. So I think we're all right.
Huh? That's weird. What is?
Well, I just talked to the captain, see? And he said that he didn't give you permission to do anything like that at all.
Yeah, one of them's lying, and I think she's the one lying. She's probably she could be the murderer. She's probably at least an accomplice. What is the meaning of this, Miss Tenaito?
It means she's lying. Go on, admit that you are. You said you had permission to search all over, but you don't, and yet here you are.
You, flight attendant, what are you trying to do? Pull the sheep over us?
The captain's calling for you, Miss Rhoda. Oh, but don't worry. I already got permission to search the shop from the captain. See, unlike you, I do things the right way.
Miss Tenaito, why would you do such a thing?
Please excuse me.
Looks like I get to be in charge now. Please go back to your seat, Mr. LeBlanc. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth. If you would follow me, I'll be your guide from this point on. There's something about Miss Tenaito that has piqued my curiosity. But right now, investigating the in-flight shop is my top priority. Okay, yep, that's where I'm gonna end it today. She got a funny, lazy smile that makes her trustworthy. I think it makes her not trustworthy, but that's maybe, I don't know, I feel like the voice I gave her also says enough that I'm like, you think this bitch not trustworthy? Yes. Okay. But yes, this is where I'm going to end it for today. I'm gonna exit the game. Yes, I just did. Can I exit? There we go, we're exiting the game. Okay, yippee, we're done for today. Oh god, I did that for like 3.5 hours and my back hurts. Oh no, my back hurts. Okay. I don't know how long this case is supposed to be. I'm probably going to try to get more of this done on Monday. But we shall see. Thank you to all who joined. I saw 16 people in here at once. I didn't want to, like, say anything, but that is, like, I don't think I even had that many viewers at my debut. And I know people showed my debut, they didn't know it. But thank you for joining. I will definitely stream this again on Monday, unless something happens with moving that makes me unable to. I will make a YouTube post if I'm able to stream between moving and before magic, which might be that Saturday or that Monday. It is going to depend. We have to get new internet in the place. The internet that was already in the place is really, really weak. If you were here for that one stream, as you saw. So we have to get a new one. It's supposed to come and turn on Friday, but we shall see how that is. I'm gonna see if I'm able to, like, put it in the basement, because my cat is going to have to be in the basement for. I'm also just gonna have to see how he adjusts. But my cat is going to have to, like, do his adjusting to moving in the basement. So unfortunately, if I'm not able to put in the basement, because the one cord, I don't know if I'll be able to stream. That might be Monday. My dad is very, very luckily going to stay at the house with the cat and everything for magic, but he's also just going to come with me. Very grateful because my move-in was supposed to be significantly earlier and it got delayed a week. So the cat will have less time to adjust, so I'm very appreciative that he gets to do that, so the cat doesn't have to go and move twice in a week, because that's not what you do with cats at all. But yes, thank you all for joining today. I will stream this again. Part of me wants to stream it again tomorrow. But I think I'll do Monday. We'll call it on Monday. I'll just be responsible. I have a lot of stuff to get done, and I'll get it done tomorrow so I don't procrastinate it for Monday, and then I can't stream Monday. That's what we're gonna do. I'm done with my summer class. None in that. Done with all classes at my current college. Now I go to the other college and I'm moving forward, but I have to wait for stuff to. You guys aren't listening to this rambling. I have to make sure everything transfers fine. I can't send my final transcript, Jeff, and it's whatever. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today. Thank you for joining. I will see you all on Monday. I will be there on Monday, and I will fix the song hopefully before then. I know it's slightly distorted, but not that distorted, or at least earlier it was sounding like it on my monitor before I turned my mic on, but I don't know if it sounded right now because I'm not gonna turn my monitor on with my mic. But that's gonna be all for today again. Thank you all for joining. Thank you to anyone who might be new for joining. I hope you had a good time. I hope my Gumshoe voice didn't annoy you, because it really hurt my voice, so I hope you appreciated it, because oh my god, that hurt my voice. Anyway, that's beside the point. Thank you for joining. That'll be it for me today. Goodbye!